Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Hello and welcome to episode 189, I think, of the Film Blurs. I'm Jeff Stewart, aka Uncle Jeffrey, and I'm joined here as always by my friend and co-host.
Hey, ball bags, it's Brandon Norwood. Let's start by I'm gonna start by going over some shit that I didn't have a chance to go over last time just because of time. You know what I'm saying? Is this thing on? Saw this shit like 3 weeks ago. What a weird movie. I'm not even gonna lie. This shit is fucking weird. Will Arnett, I thought this was it was based on a true story. I thought it was based on Will Arnett's life because, you know, him and Amy Poehler got divorced in real life. Like, you know that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So I thought it was based on his true story. And this ended up being a true story of a different motherfucker who was going through a divorce. He was heartbroken and he didn't want to pay the entrance fee at a comedy club. So he just signed up to perform and started winging it. So that's where they took the story from, because that's how the movie starts with them at a party. They agree to split first 2 minutes of the movie. They're like, yeah, I think we're done. And then they go to a party together and they go their separate ways and they eat an edible. They split an edible. So Will Arnett's fucking stumbling through the West Village and he comes across the Comedy Cellar and they're like, yeah, cover charge. And he's like, I don't have cash on me, man. I got a card. And they're like, nah, you need cash. And he's like, all right. And then he's like, can I sign up? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he just wanted to go in to drink and just watch a comedy show. And they're like, yeah, bud, so it's your turn. And he stumbles upon, he's using stand-up comedy as basically his therapy, where he just gets on stage and he just, in a matter-of-fact way, tells stories about his life falling apart, and it makes people laugh.
I mean, it sounds like an interesting concept.
Yes, it should be, right?
Right.
But then it's more about their relationship than his stand-up routine. And basically, like, the moral of the story is everything's all good as long as you have each other's back. Don't matter how unhappy you are, how toxic it is. As long as you guys have each other's back, you could make it work. Because near the end of the film, Will Arnett confesses to Laura Dern. He's like, I was unhappy in our marriage. I wasn't unhappy with our marriage. Let's be unhappy again.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
son. That's why I was just like, what? I was like, what? Yeah, and the way Laura Dern discovers him doing stand-up on the side, she goes on a date with some dude, with some like big real estate dude, and it's played by Eli Manning, or one of the Mannings. Or Peyton Reed, one of the football players, one of the dude who does Allstate, you know, with the big country voice.
Yeah, I mean, one of those corn-fed motherfuckers. Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, she's dating a football player. And no, he's just playing a character. I was like, what? Sure. And they and they're like, they had such a good date. They stumble into the Comedy Cellar to get some drinks and watch the comedy show before they go back to one of their places to fuck. And guess who comes on stage and starts performing?
Yes, Will Arnett. Yeah.
And then during the performance, he confesses. He's like, hey, I had sex for the first time since my divorce. And everybody starts cheering. And he's just like, don't cheer for that. And everybody starts laughing. And he goes, yeah, I had sex. And honestly, it just made me more sad. How pathetic is that? Just made me miss my wife more. And she sits there watching it, and that's how they reconnect. It's like he confesses, and she's mad. She's like, "You got to fuck somebody else, and I didn't."
This sounds like the consummate white people middle-aged movie.
Which is funny because one of the main characters is played by Andrea Day.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and she is the nosy best friend of Laura Dern because she's married to Bradley Cooper's character, and Bradley Cooper's character is an actor, but he's a fucking idiot. Like he's a walking like fucking. You're like, bro, how do you put your pants on? He's that type of idiot. You know the comedic idiot where you're just like, hey, what's 2 + 2? And they'll tell you, 6. He's that dude.
So is this funny at all?
It's humorous. I laughed a bit, but like not enough to like just. It's more of a drama than it is a comedy. I think that's what's disappointing because the trailer kind of sold it as a comedy,
So
like a prestigious Oscar comedy.
it sounds like Funny People. You know, it sounds like, you know, what Apatow was trying to do with Funny People.
I'll tell you. Well, yeah. Well, the good thing about this is not as long as Funny People because Funny People was a movie and its sequel.
You know, full disclosure, I never finished Funny People. I got so bored with that shit.
I know a lot of cinephiles and people listening to this are gonna be pissed when I say this, but I'm gonna say this because I don't give a fuck. I think this movie's okay. Better than Maestro. Better than Maestro, nigga.
Oh, so this was was this a Bradley Cooper directed?
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't realize he was directing this shit.
Will Arnett took the fucking concept to him, and he's just like, "What do you think of this as a movie?" And they worked on it together. So they co-wrote it and produced it. And by the way, I think it was smart of them to do it. They put based on a true story at the end of the movie and not at the beginning. And I was like, "Oh, that's smart," because I didn't even know it was based on a true story till that came up during the end credits. I was like, "Oh,
Right.
cool."
Because you have that expectation, right? Like when you see based on a true story, like you spend the whole entire movie thinking about, all right, what part of it's true, what part of it's based on, blah 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 blah. Uh, and if you take that all away, you're watching the movie on its own merit. So
Yes, and I think the only other thing about this is having that at the beginning. I think everybody would make the same assumption me and a few other people did, which is like, oh, this is based off of Will Arnett, and it's not.
Right.
Because Will Arnett's a comedian, but he's a comic comedian. He's not a stand-up. Because apparently making this movie, this was the first time he's ever did stand-up, and he said every night I bombed.
And so and like there is a distinction, right? Because I've had this conversation with plenty of people. There are comedians and there are comedic actors, right?
Right.
Like
right.
Will Arnett is a comedic actor.
And he started on SNL, you know, so he's more of a comic actor because SNL sketch comedy before he went on to do what's Arrested Development and what's the other one? All the other shit he's done, you know?
Right. But like for me,
he's a comedic actor, like you said.
Yeah, like for me, like even though being on SNL, you're not a comedian. You're like a like there's a difference between like a comic and a like on camera comedic actor, right? Because like you said, Will Arnett, he bombed, right? A comic, like a comedian, like an on stage presence, can be a comedic actor. Right? Like Eddie Murphy, perfect example.
I think it's funny though that even Will Arnett, who is a comedic, like he is a comedian, because if you're on SNL, you're a comedian. He went on stage and bombed and he was okay with it, just bombing every night. And they said they would write out jokes and shit like that. And they would just it was all spontaneous. From what I understand, they went in, they filmed, they had everybody sign NDAs and disclosures, and he just went on stage and did his thing. Every night they did that shit for 3 weeks. That's how they filmed the
Comedy Club
comedic,
series.
yeah. And They by the way, you never see him finish. You only see him finish a set twice. So so the two times you see him finish a set, it's because you didn't see the beginning of it. So you only see the beginning of it or the end. So you get
Right.
in and then you're out of it, or you start in it and then you see the end of it. And you feel the way the movie's shot. Shout out to Matthew Libatique. I love him he's a great DP. And this is here too. The way it's shot, like the tension's there the whole movie because almost the entire movie's close-ups. Because you're there with the characters, like literally in their faces the entire time.
I mean, honestly, this sounds like a really good experimental proof of concept vanity project, right? I think I think the casting probably needed to be different,
Yeah.
and or the director. But I appreciate both of them taking challenge, making these strides and challenging themselves because they don't fucking have to.
Look, I've definitely seen worse this award season. Like, I don't think it's as bad as some people's making it out to be. I don't think it's as good as some people's making it out to be. This is something where around Christmas, if it's just you and your wife or you and like your friends and like everything's all fucking sold out, you can't see Marty Supreme, you can't see No Other Choice, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, well, this shit's playing. You just walk in, you got an hour, 40 minutes, and you're just like, oh, that wasn't too bad. And you walk out and you move on.
It seems like you would watch this as a curiosity.
Yeah. Yeah. More than, I mean, look, I've definitely seen worse this award season. I'll say that much. Shit. This award season has been
Interesting. You can't use the word interesting because it hasn't been interesting.
well, I'm gonna roll right into this German film called Sound of Falling, and it follows women from the same family over 3 different generations, and it's like a tone poem / memory thing, so it's kind of disorienting how it jumps around and shit, and it's very stylized but also very dry. You know what I'm saying? Like you're watching all these people, including the men in the family. You're watching them being like fucking go through all this shit, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, y'all. And by the end of it, I was just like, okay, all right. Like, the group I saw it with, they liked it, and I was just like, yeah, fucking. Will this make my foreign films? Probably not. Probably not. Like,
Right.
yo, the sound was good. I'll say that because we saw it in Dolby 88. So that Dolby Atmos was hitting in those 88 speakers. But you know,
Yeah, I mean, but as a tone poem, yeah, you would think the sound would have to be pretty pristine, right? Because there's the story is, I mean, it's there, but it's one of
listen,
those nebulous things.
the dude who's the master of tone poems is Terrence Malick, and he hasn't put out a good one in a long ass time. Like Train Dreams is a Malick movie, but I'm like, damn, this is like an amazing Malick movie. Like, I'm gonna watch that shit again because it's on Netflix now. Yeah, this shit here, I was just like, damn, I saw it. I probably will never watch it again. And that's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. Like, yo, I mean, if you're curious, check it out. You know what I'm saying? But check it out at home.
All right.
Because this
Fair enough.
motherfucker is long. It's like 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Like 2.5 hours of depressing Germans. I'm good. I'm good on that.
And most of it is voiceover too.
In German?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind watching a foreign film, but like, damn, y'all, like
But if like the subtitling is all voiceover, that's a lot to process at a time.
well, let's get into another movie. This is probably one of the fucking worst movies I've seen this year. I should give it a lower rating on Letterboxd. Let's get in the Osgood Perkins Keeper. This is garbage.
Yeah, I have like the screening box set because I was gonna go see it this weekend, But the neon package arrived on Saturday. I was like, fuck it, no, I'll just stay home. But I didn't get a chance to watch it this weekend.
There's a
So
couple of movies in that neon box set where I'm like, oh, I will never watch again, and this is one of them. This is
okay,
one of them. I'm like, how A24 treats Ari Aster is how fucking Neon treats Osgood Perkins, and I'm just like, yo, look, good directors, but stop giving them money because they have nothing interesting to say, y'all.
right. I mean, like I hated Longlegs, right? I don't like Osgood Perkins, but the monkey spoke to me,
Yeah, I don't
right?
fuck with that either.
I enjoyed the monkey.
I don't fuck
But
with
yeah,
any of this nigga's movies.
I totally agree what you say when you say he's like the Ari Aster from Neon. Yeah, I'm looking at this box set and it's like, how does this motherfucker have 2 movies in a year?
And has another one coming out next year.
Yeah, like how does he keep? I mean, I'm sure the movies are, uh, at a price point that it's worth it for them. But
Is it though? Because Keeper is only like that shit came out 2 weekends ago, and this past weekend was reduced down to 1 showtime. That's how fucking bad it did, and it's on track to make $5 million for the entire. I'm talking like its entire theatrical run.
really, so like, what's the give me the elevator pitch? What it's like? I mean, I know it's some motherfuckers go to a cabin and
Yeah, and weird shit starts happening. Uh, her boyfriend really wants her to eat this chocolate cake, and I'm like, okay, the fucking something in the cake.
right,
The brother comes to visit with this fucking supermodel. He's a douchebag, and he bagged this supermodel. I was like, all right, well, he did something to his fucking supermodel girlfriend because she's acting all fucking weird. Yeah. It's a
I
feminist movie about 2 dudes who bag hot women and use them to be immortal, to keep being immortals, to feed this entity.
yeah, I've seen this movie before,
So
right?
I just spoiled it for you, but be glad I spoiled it for you because this movie is like 90 minutes and fucking feels like 3 hours. It was me and 2 other motherfuckers in the theater, and I walked out. I was just like, damn, bro, I could see why. I understand why Neon's like, yeah, we're not gonna screen this for people. It's a, it is, it is a wet fart of a folk horror movie. It's a
cool.
feminist folk horror movie, basically,
Yeah, so I mean,
made by Osgood Perkins. So
I was good for like sometimes the hype is not real. His shit looks it all of his movies look like they should be interesting,
I would like to
right?
see him do a drama, because you know what I'm saying? Like, do a drama. Stop doing horror, because like, dog, like at this point, just do a drama or something. I don't know. I'm I'm good on Osgood Perkins though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if it's not a drama, maybe he should just direct it instead of write and direct.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the same thing with Ari Aster, where I'm like, both of you guys just need to start doing other people's scripts. Like, you're in the Zack Snyder territory, where it's just like, you should not have creative control. Somebody should just give you a script, you make it, and then that's it.
Right. Yeah, like leave story alone.
Because this shit here, yikes.
All right. Well, my anticipation for watching that just nosedive.
Uh, Moving on, I want to circle back to Wake Up Dead Man, because I didn't really elaborate last episode, and I'll elaborate a little here because like there's a lot I don't want to give away. The one thing I like about this movie, so y'all's expectations are in check. Benoit Blanc has been the main character in the past 2 movies. He's basically the secondary main character in this. He takes like the back seat to Josh O'Connor. Like, Josh O'Connor is in every frame of this motherfucker. He is the lead character of the movie. And he's probably the most well-rounded out of the victims, the 3 victims. And like, the first 2 Benoit Blanc mysteries were female victims, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones who were suffering. So it's weird now to see uh
A dude.
a dude who is a priest, because Josh O'Connor is a priest, and this all takes place in a church.
Hmm.
See, like, I like, though, that even though Benoit takes a back seat, we learn a lot more about him and his review. Like, this is more about his views on religion. Like, the first movie was about him and his personality and him as a good person, as a detective. The second one was more about his backstory, who he is, how he lives, and how he views the world in general. And this one is more on how he views faith. And, there's a lot of what Ryan Johnson does with the Catholic Church in this. I was just like, ooh, motherfucker's gonna be mad.
I mean, honestly, if it's not Conclave, they're always gonna be mad.
Well, even Conclave, they were mad at that shit because of the reveal at the end of Conclave,
twist,
and I was just like, yes.
And honestly, it doesn't surprise me that in this new one, Benoit Blanc takes a back seat, because when the flip happens in A Glass Onion, like he's also is like at least in the passenger seat as well, right? Because we get the flip over, we get the other side of the story.
But he's still on screen a lot in Glass Onion. In this, he is not. He's the first shot of the movie, but it's in media res, and he don't come back till like 30 fucking minutes into the movie.
Oh wow, okay. Oh, it's like that, shit.
Yeah, man, they're trying to get you. Ryan's trying to get you into this. He wants you to be in Josh O'Connor's shoes. Like, yo, you're gonna live with this character for a minute, and you're gonna see how fucked up this parish that he goes to is. There's a major actor in this movie in a very minor role. It's minor, but it's pivotal. And when he popped up, I was like, oh shit, even this nigga's in a Knives Out movie, or a Benoit Blanc movie. Because that's disrespectful to just be like, oh, this is the Knives Out franchise. I'm like, nah, nigga, this is the Benoit Blanc.
Right. This
franchise.
is like Perot.
This is literally, yeah, exactly. It's Perot. You don't call Perot's series, the Murder on the Orient Express franchise.
Right.
Or the Death on the Nile franchise. But yeah, look, I cannot wait for y'all to see Josh Brolin's performance. The jokes in this motherfucker are insane. I was just like, to walk out and look at the poster, because I didn't even pay attention. I was just trying to get in. Walking out, and I looked at the poster and I saw that PG-13. I was like, oh wow. I was like, oh wow.
So they pushed that whole entire PG-13 to the limit.
There's a little bit of the violence is pretty harsh. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bloody violence where I was just like, oh wow. And they do drop a fuck when they say it, you feel it. I was just like, damn, all right. I was like, and then all the jokes, I was just like, oh, the jokes especially, I'm just like, oh, this shit is PG-13, not R. I was like, wow.
Okay.
Wow. I'll tell you a joke right now that had me laughing, because there comes one point where they cut to the mausoleum and something happened to the mausoleum and everybody's just laughing. And I'm sitting there dying too. And Glenn Close's character comes up to Thomas Hayden Church as he's trying to fix the mausoleum. He's like, why would somebody put rocket ships all over the mausoleum?
Oh, all right. I got it. Look, let me watch the shit so I can get the full context of the joke.
But you understand exactly what I'm talking about, because you're immature like me. like the whole theater was dying laughing. I was just like, yo, everybody in here is 15 years old right now, just fucking laughing their asses off. I was like, damn, Ryan. Ryan got fucking, yo, a lot of this shit is juvenile. And the reason why it's funny is because it comes out of left field. You're just like, yo, holy shit.
So it sounds fun. Fun.
I mean, it's dark as fuck too. I'm just letting you know, this shit is dark, baby. Like,
I mean, look,
The backstory for a couple of these characters, I was just like, Jesus Christ. Well, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. The backstory for all these characters, you're just like, Jesus Christ, dog.
yeah, I mean, you're selling this. Like, as much as I don't want to see Keeper, I do want to watch this based on this.
Yo. Wait till you hear the first time when Josh, because you know they do confessions, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Josh Brolin's parish to be the secondary priest, and no priest has lasted at this parish because Josh Brolin is that insane. When Josh Brolin asks fucking Josh O'Connor to do confession with him, and he starts confessing his sins, bro, the first time the whole theater was dying. Like, niggas in front of me were snorting, wiping tears from his eyes. I was like, yo, you're a fucking priest, bro. How you confessing to this shit?
Say no more. Look.
Even Josh O'Connor's looking at him like, yo, you should see the look on his face. I was just like, yo.
All right, I'm in it. I love this series, and let's keep it rolling. Let's well, he's leaving Netflix though, right?
Yeah, he's getting ready to do a sci-fi movie. He finally cracked it. He's been trying to do it since Looper, because Looper really put him in the sci-fi realm. So this, he's currently on a tour right now trying to promote the movie, right? Things that he confirmed, his next movie is this sci-fi project that he's been trying to get made since Looper. Second thing he confirmed is his Star Wars trilogy is dead because Knives Out took priority, and he's just like, honestly, his plate now has just gotten too big and too full for him to circle back around to it. And he's like, I'm not putting Star Wars off the table. I'm just saying my specific trilogy is dead. If I come back, it'll probably be for like one movie. And I'm just like, I get it. Circle back when you get everything else out, bro. Like, if you never make another Star Wars movie, as a Rian Johnson fan, I am completely fine, because Ryan's one of those filmmakers right now where he's in the camp of, Nolan, Michael Mann, Tarantino, where he can get his own shit made.
Right. And like, why give up creative control to play in someone else's sandbox who has so many fucking rules?
Yeah, man.
Right?
I mean, come on. If Steven Soderbergh's movie got killed by the studio head, like, I think that's a bad look, because Denny and Nolan also said, like, yeah, we would do a Star Wars movie, but it would have to be done my way.
Mm-hmm.
And then to get a filmmaker like Soderbergh, where he's one of the best filmmakers out right now, whether I like his movies or not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I love every Soderbergh movie, but I mean, he put out one of my favorite movies of the year that's going to make my top 10. And even though I don't fuck with Presence, I'm not going to say Presence is like terrible.
It's not terrible. It's him experimenting. It's him playing. It's doing what he does best.
Point being, if he can't get a Star Wars movie made around a character most people liked, and they found a very unique story for this movie to exist, and Kathleen Kennedy said it was one of the best scripts she's ever read. Dave Filoni, the dude who at this point is single-handedly like handicapping Star Wars, and to the point where I'm just like, can we get somebody else to oversee this shit besides Dave Filoni? Even he's just like, yeah, this shit got to get made. For them to go to Bob Iger and another executive, and they're just like, nah, because why? It doesn't make sense for him to come back. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Like, y'all, that getting out alone, I guarantee you every filmmaker saw that and was just like, well, I'm good on Star Wars.
I mean, like, but I think they've been good on Star Wars for a minute, though.
If your agent calls you and it's like, hey, Lucasfilm wants a meeting and it's about a Star Wars project, I don't care who you are, you're going to take that fucking meeting.
Right, you can take the meeting, but it's also like that Marvel thing where of course you'll sit down and see what they have to say.
Not anymore. No. There's been a lot of directors who don't even take the meetings anymore.
Really? Well.
Did it to themselves, man.
Yeah,
they did it 100%. To themselves. More more than Star Wars, Marvel really did it to themselves. Look, what I mean, again, so Star Wars is off the table for Rian Johnson. The other thing we learned is Peacock, because we didn't get to talk about this. Peacock canceled
Poker Face.
Poker Face. Second highest watched show on Peacock, and they got rid of it.
I don't even like what is the reasoning but they gave a third season to Twisted Metal.
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild
Right?
to me.
Like-
That's fucking wild. I was just like, wow, all right. And this is coming from somebody who's watched both seasons, and I'll probably watch season 3. I'm just like, yo, listen, if Twisted Metal got canceled, I'd be like, well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even bat an eye.
I mean, look, I watched all of the first season. I was like, all right, this is fun, but I honestly, I never expected to get a second season. Right? I was like, when I heard that it was a second season coming, I was like, oh, wow, people are actually watching this. But no one talked about it on the street. No one was like, yo, you see that new Twisted Metal? Every fucking Poker Face episode, people were like, did you see that last Poker Face?
I don't like what his plans are for seasons 3 and 4, that he wants to replace Natasha Lyonne with Peter Dinklage. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
You know what? I think if anyone can do it, I think he can do it. I think it's an interesting concept. I want to know the behind the scenes. I want to know why Natasha Lyonne isn't going to continue
being Charlie Cale. Yeah.
Being Charlie Cale.
Yeah, especially with the cliffhanger they just had.
Right.
I mean, Charlie's also been a heavily female character, from her actions, from her relationships, from the situation she's getting. So it's just going to be weird that she's all of a sudden a guy.
Yeah, I mean, or is it someone who has the same talent as she does? I don't know, but I just want to know. Wait, what the fuck is Natasha Lyonne doing? Right?
You're right. Unless she's gearing up to do season 3 of
Russian Doll.
Yeah. I was forgetting the name of that shit, but yeah. Unless they're doing a third season of that, I don't see why. And at this point, when something comes back after being on hiatus, I'm not surprised, because I never thought The Comeback would get a second season, and it did. And now next year, it's getting a third and final season. I was like, holy shit, that fucking second season aired 15 years ago. And the first season has now aired 30 fucking years ago. Look, I like the show. It is that is the OG cringe comedy. You know what I mean? Like that and Curb carry that torch for cringe comedy, because man, as funny as that show is, it is hard to watch. Have you watched The Comeback?
I mean, I've seen snippets of it. I've never watched a full episode.
Yeah. You're going to be like, ooh, like every episode. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Look, I love uncomfortable humor.
Yeah, so and then the fourth and final thing we've learned on this press tour from Rian Johnson is him and Daniel Craig are already developing the idea for a fourth Knives Out movie. They said he's gonna work on it as once this sci-fi movie goes into production. When he's not shooting, he's gonna be writing the script.
Okay.
And I was like, cool. And I have a feeling like Knives. Well, excuse me, I need to stop doing that. The fourth Benoit Blanc mystery. I have a feeling that's gonna move to somewhere else. That's gonna go somewhere else. The question where it lands, who knows? But yo, look. Again, you took the money, baby. Now you learned your lesson. Sometimes money ain't everything.
Look, not all money is good money.
Yeah, listen, $200 million is a lot of money to say no to. But look, if Emerald Fennell turned down $150 million because they wouldn't put Wuthering Heights in the theater, and she went from 150 to 60. I mean, at a certain point, you got to just be like, yo, do I want to be uber comfortable or be comfortable and be known? And to me, it's being comfortable and being known. Like, yo, listen, if I have a hot project and like Warner Brothers, Paramount, fucking Sony, Universal, and Netflix or Apple all want it, shit, I would even go to Apple before I went to Netflix, because at least Apple, you could at least make a deal with them and be like, yo, find a distributor and we're gravy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, because like of all the streaming services, and like they're all the same, right? Let's like face it. But like probably like the machinations behind the scenes, right? Like the business of it. But at least Apple pretends to care about the filmmakers.
Yeah. Well, they also know they're not going to make money off of every movie, as they've tried and failed to. And I'm just like, it's your fault for green lighting movies that should not have been that expensive. And and put them in theaters. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fly Me to the Moon was $150 million. That's insane. Wolves, a movie I like, should not have cost $90 million, y'all.
Yeah, not that. I mean, and most of that was Clooney and Pitt. It had to be.
Yeah. Like, you look up like a lot of the movies they put out in theaters. I'm like, bro, these are not good, and y'all overspent on them. But hey, y'all did have success with F1, so make them good. So, and like, at least even Apple's like, hey, we like money because we're Apple. You know what I'm saying? Apple didn't get to the place they weren't because they ain't like money. That's why I'm like, yo, Netflix is wild, where they're just like, the fact that Greta Gerwig was just like, yeah, I ain't gonna do this Narnia shit anymore. And I didn't even know she signed on to that shit before she did Barbie.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, because Narnia has been a dream project for her. And she was going to do Narnia, and then Barbie popped up, and her and Noah wrote that shit together. And I remember Noah on the press tour for Jay Kelly, he's just like, I told her, I was like, why do you want me to help you write this? This is not me. He's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, oh, I learned from her, and then in learning from her, helped me be a better screenwriter on Barbie, and then helped me make a less depressing movie with Jay Kelly.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. I was like, Greta lightened you up. Well, also, it's probably because Greta's 30 years younger than you, nigga.
She's got more life.
Yeah. But yeah, Greta, after the success of Barbie, she's just like, oh, well, like, I want to be a studio director, but I want to be a studio director who gets to put my shit in theaters. She's like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, you know what? I'm going to give up my dream project and I'm going to move on to other shit. And then Netflix is like, wait. And that's why they called up IMAX. They're like, hey, can you guys do us? And IMAX was just like, look, you want to play in our theaters? You got to make sure. After the run's done, it can't go on Netflix until a month later. It has to be 3 weeks in between theatrical and Netflix. And they're just like, fuck, this is Glass Onion all over again.
I can actually imagine Ted Sarandos doing the slumped shoulder.
Yeah, like,
oh, if I have to.
Because that's how they got Glass Onion in Regal and AMC's, is that they said, hey, 2-week theatrical run, and then 3 weeks later, Christmas Day, it drops on Netflix. Because it has to be a 3-week window between digital and theatrical, at least. And again, I don't know how they fumbled the ball with this. Like, I don't understand why they just, because this drops on Netflix December 12th, and it comes out in theaters tomorrow.
Right.
I don't understand why you guys can't drop this again on Christmas Day. Christmas Day should be your blockbuster day. Like, hey, second part of Stranger Things and a new Benoit Blanc mystery. It worked last time. Y'all could have made fucking so much more money.
Because people could, like, look, people are going to be stuck in the house, right? They're not going to, like, they're not going to want to go out, right?
Well, the theaters that are showing this, Wake Up Dead Man, sold out. Like,
okay.
Lower Manhattan and downtown Brooklyn, it's sold out the entire weekend. So starting tomorrow till Monday, they're sold out.
Yeah. I mean, so like you said, they could have made some bank all the way up through Christmas. And
Yo,
then
because when it
Christmas,
was, I remember my friend went to Market Fair to see Glass Onion because that played in AMC's, and he's just like, yeah, we had to drive very quickly from Market Fair to Neshaminy because that shit was sold out at Market Fair, and then they got there and got like halfway decent seats at Market Fair for the next showtime, and then that ended up selling out.
right. But, you could have driven that momentum all the way to Christmas Day, and then Christmas Day you have that viewership that's locked in that would that would make it a all-time hit.
Also, Lionsgate, learn from this. Don't give away your shit. I don't know why y'all fucking let Netflix like buy this out from under you. Like, this was your franchise, bro. Like, y'all made $400 million worldwide, like 200 domestic, 200 overseas, off of Knives Out. Which, if you think about that, is fucking insane. The fact that these are popular, because my press screening was packed, because they let a lot of NYU and Columbia students into our screening, and those motherfuckers were eating it up. And I'm like, how are these people who are like 19, 20, sitting here having a great time clapping? They're excited, like, man, new Benoit Blanc mystery. I'm like, man, Lionsgate, y'all fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, look, people are hungry for intelligent, right?
They wanted to see Benoit Blanc mysteries, but they don't want to see Kenneth Branagh's Poirot.
Right, because like this is this generation's Poirot, right? Like grandparents are all about, older people grew up with those Agatha Christie novels, right? This is the closest thing we've had for this next generation, this newer generation, of a detective story that we can call our own.
And it's dialogue heavy. That's what's crazy.
Right.
But like I said again last week in the last review, the fucking Atmos sound mix was crazy. Like, that shit was loud as fuck because the Paris Theater, which is Netflix owns, is Dolby Atmos equipped. That shit was loud. Just like Glass Onion, he went hard as far as cinematography and direction, like the camera movements, the way they use CG in that. There's some camera movements in this where I'm just like, yo, Ryan, you're making a murder mystery, man. Like, God damn.
Look, he's got to spend that money somewhere, man. He's got to put it on screen somewhere.
Like, there's some zooms in this where I'm just like, nigga, you're making a murder mystery, not a paranoid thriller. Like, you're doing 70s paranoid thriller. And then there's one shot where Josh O'Connor runs into the woods where I was just like, damn, that's like straight out of a fucking horror movie, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see this, but like, I'm glad someone is taking the opportunity with the access that they have to just like throw it all against the wall. Like, let me fucking do my thing, right? I love that for him.
Yeah. Real quickly, I guess let's get into Song Sung Blue. That is the Neil Diamond. I didn't even know Thunder and Lightning. This is based on a true story as well. Thunder and Lightning. Starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. They're basically like Milwaukee, cover bands.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that trailer. Yeah.
They play bars and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I mean, we've all seen cover bands. If you ever went to a bar and paid like a $5-10 cover, it's because that goes to the band. And It doesn't go to the bar. The bar makes the money off the drinks. I've never been mad at cover bands because it's there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get drunk and you're just like, you know what? It's nice to have this.
It's like, I fucking love this song.
Right. Versus me and you having a conversation all fucking night. We could put the conversation on pause and just enjoy this as I'm sitting there drunk being like, that was cool. Got to see some live. I got a concert. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got the TMU version of whatever band is playing. Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But they were so good and so electric. By the way, they were both floundering musicians doing these cover bands until they came together and started doing Neil Diamond cover songs as Thunder and Lightning. And they took off. They took off like I didn't I didn't know this was based off a true story. I don't know their story. And by the end of it, uh I was just like, Jesus Christ. I've never seen a movie fluctuate. By the way, this is written and directed by Craig Brewer. If you don't
okay.
know, he did Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, all
He did
right.
Black Snake Moan. He did Coming to America. He did My Name is Dolomite. I knew I was gonna fuck with this movie when in the opening, it starts with Hugh Jackman at a AA meeting and he's explaining his situation. He's just like, "Look, I sing rock and roll songs. I'm the only honky in an all black band." I was just like, "Oh, that's how he refers to himself."
Yeah.
I'm fuck with this movie.
Is this the first time Craig Brewer has actually directed white people? Like a significant cast of white people. I mean, Christina Ricci in Black Snake Moan, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is his first predominantly white cast.
I mean, there's still mad black people in it. I mean, the whole backing band is black.
Okay, all right.
Like
fair.
Mustafa Shafar, I didn't even know he was in it. When he popped up, I was like, oh shit, he's a James Brown impersonator. And he's friends and he works with them.
Okay.
Michael Imperioli's in the band. He's the only white person in the band. Because he does Buddy Holly impersonations. And then once Thunder and Lightning becomes a thing, he's like, yo, can I join you the band? And Hugh Jackman's like, fuck yeah, you could join the band. That's what I like about this movie is like, it's sweet. And I've never seen a movie do this tone balancing thing and it works. Because normally when movies do this type of thing, it falls off a cliff. It's a lot of this movie for like the first 45 minutes, I'm like, oh, this is sweet. And then when you get to the last hour, it just fluctuates back and forth between, oh, this is sweet to, damn, this is dark. And it just keeps going back and forth where like, when it gets dark, I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I had to Google it. I'm like, all this shit really happened? And all that shit really did happen. I'm like, God damn.
When I saw the trailer, it looked like based on a true story, right? It had that vibe to it, but it also seemed like something I would fuck with. So here's the thing. I may not like musical biopics, but I like pictures about musicians, right?
Music biopics should be the easiest things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep doing the same formula since Ray, and that's what's killing them. Because Ray was a breakthrough where you saw the unsavory side of your favorite artist, you know, because by that point, up until that point, they were mostly, you know, fluff pieces, more not minus Coal Miner's Daughter, you know what I'm saying? But even Coal Miner's Daughter made Loretta Lynn out to be a saint.
Right.
But like, Ray was the first one to be like, oh no, Ray did drugs. Ray cheated. Ray got into fights. And then it was just that template. That's why Dewey Cox came out and that shit was hilarious because it was just
like it's everything that we've seen, right? You know,
and that's the one thing I hated is the very next year James Mangold put out Walk the Line and white people are like, this is the greatest movie ever. And even my professor, he's just like, to people who were praising, I remember other white students in class, he was like, how'd you feel about Ray? And they're just like, yeah, it was good. And he's just like, y'all realize Walk the Line just Ray with white people.
100%.
I was just
100%.
like, yo, this fucking middle-aged man shouldn't be hammering this home to you motherfuckers, but he has to. And he's white.
Yeah.
That's why when people are like, you don't like Walk the Line, I'm like, no, it's just Ray with white people.
Right. Like
I just saw that the year before, bro.
Change the instrument and it's Ray.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, fuck, man. Everybody's like, Walk the Line's a masterpiece. Well, I'm like, well, how you feel about Ray? Ray did it first.
Right.
And ever since then, every biopic has followed the Ray formula. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I like about this is that not only is it based off a true story, but I feel like the drama's there. And the drama's there just because you're rooting for Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman to work because when they enter each other's lives, these two have been in previous marriages. They got previous kids. They're like a paycheck away from being homeless, even though Hugh Jackman owns his house. He's just like, yo, I got to keep the mortgage up on this house. So when they get together, you see the chemistry between them. And it gets heartbreaking because at one point in the movie, when this shit gets dark, his Hugh Jackman's daughter, because, you know, once they get married, their families blend together.
Mm-hmm.
So Hugh Jackman literally adopts those kids, and those at halfway through the movie, they stop calling him Hank and start calling him Papa.
Well, that's cute, right? Like that's
Yeah, but even that, it gets
like, well, yeah, because if it falls apart, then it's gonna get real messy and real dark. I get it.
and it's not and the thing is, everybody loves each other once they get to know each other, because there's that tension between the kids and this motherfucker's gonna be my dad now, or this motherfucker's gonna be my mom now. But once they get over that, you know what I'm saying? Once they get over that and they become a functioning family unit, when forces outside of them start falling around and start crumbling inward, and like it's just like, damn, bro, because like his biological daughter fluctuates between his house in Milwaukee and her mom's house in Miami. So there's one time where shit is real bad, and like I'm like, bro, like this family is in trouble. And he's sitting there and he's just crying. He's doing a Neil Diamond solo act in this Chinese restaurant. And the daughters are just like, "Oh, you're his daughter? Yeah, they've been over there. He's been over there all night with my dad," because the Asian dad, owns the Chinese restaurant. He's like, "Yeah, he's been over with my dad. They've been doing Neil Diamond song, crying all night. Like maybe you could, step in." And by the time the movie opens, he's already gotten over his alcohol addiction. So every time he talks about his birthday, it's his sobriety birthday. So his daughter's so worried about him, his biological daughter. He's just like, "Yo, can you please go to an AA meeting?" He's like, "The fuck you mean go to an AA meeting?" He's like, "You're not my fucking sponsor. You're my daughter." And she's just like, "Well, what's the problem? Because you're clearly lashing out on me because there's problems." He's just like, I love her so much, and I'm losing her, and I don't know what I am without her." I was like, damn, that breaks my heart, bro. That breaks my heart.
I want to see this. I want to see this movie. Was this a screening, or was this actually out in theaters now?
I missed the screening because they did the screening a few weeks ago. So over the weekend, I got the fucking screener from Focus, and I was like, thank you, Focus. This was like the last puzzle piece missing in this award season. As much as I like this, I think overall it's decent. You know what I'm saying? It's not great. It's just really good.
And sometimes you just need really good, right? Like that's not an insult. Competency is not an insult.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, and it was cool seeing Michael Imperioli just being a dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not being an angry guy, not being a racist. He's just a dude. He's up there smiling, playing these cover songs, hanging out, high-fiving with black people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else in this movie, besides the family and Michael Imperioli's black in this shit. Also, I did not know. There came a point where I was just like, oh shit, they even opened for a huge band. And when that came on, I was like, yo, no way. I was like the daughter. I was just like, because the daughter, when she's adopted into the family, she starts to take over a bit and starts inserting herself, and that pays off too, because I'm like, damn, even she went through some shit. The daughter's just like, he goes, who is this? I'm not gonna say the name. He goes, who is this? Because I want this to be a surprise. She's like, who is this? And she's like, somebody's pranking us. Give me the phone. She's like, who is this, and why are you bothering my parents? And she's like, what? She's like, are you serious? What? And she gives the phone back, and she's like, so you two got to do this. You got to do this gig. Please do this gig. And he's like, hey, okay, thank you for the invitation. They're like, and he's like, hold on one second. Hugh Jackman's like, are we free the night of February 23rd? And the whole family just looks at him and just goes. Yeah, so December 19th, this drops in the theaters.
All right, yeah.
Song Sung Blue.
Sounds good.
Because that's one of the names of Neil Diamond's song. That's what opens the movie. He performs that at the AA meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he never. That's the one. I will spoil this. He never falls off the wagon. he even says, he's like, when things got rough, and he's just like, honestly, it'll be easier for me to fall off the fucking wagon than dealing with this shit. That's how bad shit gets. He straight up says that to his daughter. I was like, yo, listen, I get it, bro. Like, I thought he was gonna start drinking too. Because he had a bottle hidden, and he finds his hidden bottle, and he's just standing there looking at it, licking his lips like, damn.
I mean, that's where the tension comes from, right? That's like where he's got this added pressure, this like monkey on his back, that at any minute things will get so incredibly bad that he's going to be like, fuck it.
And you know what? Well, look, I'm glad he stuck it out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Like, I'm glad he stuck it out. But like, yeah, this is damn, I was not expecting it to get this dark. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna watch something easy breezy. I was just gonna be like, oh, all right, this is the cute Oscar movie. I was like, I'm not mad.
But I appreciate the fact that he was willing.
Do I think this will be nominated for much? No, because I don't think people are gonna find it that strong. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
but you never know. You know,
I would rather this get nominated like by country miles over Wicked. Like
Fair.
Wicked, like, yo, man, outside of general audiences, and even not all general audiences, but just general audiences, like nobody's just like, yeah, Wicked best picture.
Right.
Really,
I mean,
nobody.
look, this was 100% made for the fans of the play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Thunder and Lightning, man. I didn't even know. Now I'm kind of mad. I'm like, damn, I never got to see them perform. I would have gotten on a plane to Milwaukee and saw them perform.
I mean, there's got to be some cover band out there that has picked up their mantle. You know, that's as good.
Yeah, I mean, yo, they came close to glory, bro. They almost got like, I would not have been surprised if Neil Diamond's like, yo, listen,
called them up to the big leagues.
And just been like, hey, you guys want to record a greatest hits album of all my shit? Like, go ahead. Yeah, because look, they caught Neil Diamond's attention, and it was positive attention. And I'll let you see how that plays out, because even that's heartbreaking. Not because of anything Neil did. It's just what
like
happened.
circumstances. Yep.
Yeah, you're just like, God damn, bro. Like, yo, the universe hated y'all too. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you're like, yo, y'all, they did not deserve all the shit they went through, man.
Baby, like, look, but now they got a movie about them.
That's true. That's true. All right. Next up, I watched a Screener link because I was just like, yo, you know what? I'm at a point now where if I don't have to, I'm not gonna go into the city, and I could just watch it with headphones on my Chromebook. And if I knew the very next day that the Neon box set was gonna arrive, I would have just watched it on my PS5 coming through my soundbar. Anyway, I liked it. This movie's called The Secret Agent, starring Wagner Mora, or however. Anyway, pretty motherfucker. You've seen him before.
Yeah, Pablo.
This is a Brazilian film taking place during the dictatorship of Brazil in the 70s. Nice little Brazilian noir. It's about this man who was a teacher. He is now on the run. And you're trying to figure out, why is he on the run? Why is he so, nervous all the time? Why does he meet up with his son? He goes to this community of other exiles and fugitive, and he lives there. And in classic noir fashion, shit blows up, right in his face. Look, this is 2.5 hours. And the one thing I'm appreciative of is after Avatar and Kill Bill, that means every movie's going to be 1.5 hours till like fucking March, because goddamn, every movie I've seen for the past fucking 3 months has been 2.5 fucking hours. Y'all gotta cut this shit down. I'll say, as somebody who enjoyed this, I also will say this did not need to be fucking 2.5 hours. Uh, Slow burn. It's a slow burn, like every
Right.
noir. And look, it's a noir. So Jeff, how do you think? Happy ending?
Of course. Yeah, 100%. Exactly. Sunshine, rainbows, the hero gets away, gets the girl, and no one double crosses each other. Said no one ever in a noir.
Might be like, depending on how you look at it, no other choice is a happy ending. Depending on how you look at it, and to me, I'm just like, that's fucking insane. That's fucking
Mm.
insane. Uh, this shit here though has probably one of the most heartbreaking final scenes I've ever seen in a movie, because it jumps ahead of time, where
Mhm.
you read what happens in the newspaper, because this whole thing's an investigation, because they're listening to tapes. These students are listening to tapes, trying to piece together what happened to a lot of people during this time, and this teacher
Right.
is one of them. Marcelo is one of them, and they're piecing together his life, and they finally come across a newspaper headline. I was like, the way they tell you it's just so matter of fact. I'm like, damn, that is just so matter of fact with no fanfare. And then the movie ends, and Wagner Mora, to spoil this, sorry, but he's playing his son, the adult version of his
Mhm.
son, all these years later. And when they're talking to him, I'm just like, damn, bro, this is heartbreaking. Cause you see what this nigga went through, only for like uh the son to just say what he says, and it's just like, damn, all right, well, I mean, shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, like everything, the ones I haven't already seen in this box set, I'm really excited to see, but I actually want to spend time with them and actually give them my full consideration. And the Secret Agent was one of them.
Yeah, look, maybe no other. I love No Other Choice. No Other Choice is also 2.5 hours, but like, it's worth it. This is also
Mhm.
worth it, but it's not as good as that. And also, I saw No Other Choice right at the beginning of award season, so I wasn't knee deep in 2.5 hour movies.
Right. Right. Fair. Fair.
Now I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, yo, I just want to see a movie that's like less than 2 hours. I mean, that's the one reason probably why I gave excuse me, Song Sung Blues so much rope, was because that shit was less than 2 hours.
And like, there's nothing wrong with an in and out, right? There's nothing wrong with being economical with your storytelling.
Yeah, man, because like, yo, some of y'all motherfuckers need to learn about some pacing and editing. And like, I get it. There's gonna be slow cinema, and I enjoy slow cinema, but like, when you're just barraged with it, like, over and over and over and over.
But here's the thing: slow cinema doesn't necessarily mean long cinema, right? Like, and that's what a lot of these people don't understand. Like, it can be a slow burn and still be under 2 hours.
Yeah, nigga, because this shit is not. Wagner Mora, I hope he gets best actor. I hope he gets nominated for best actor. And in a just world, this would also probably get best cinematography. Like, it does the noir
Okay,
wipes too. I was just like, oh shit, y'all went all in. Y'all went all in on the noir vibe on this. So
and this is straight out of Brazil, huh?
yeah, yeah. Two
Okay.
2 years in a row, Brazil's given us movies about dictatorship during the 70s. Because last
I
year
mean,
was oh fuck, what was that movie last year? It won too.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of
No
the
Other
name though.
Land, or some shit like that. I can't remember, but I
Yeah.
remember watching. I'm just like, yo, this was fine, y'all. It wasn't as like it wasn't. I was like, how the fuck did Seed of the Sacred Fig lose to this?
It's just- it, I I'm gonna chalk it up to white guilt.
Oh, I don't know, because Brazil. The thing I love about Brazil is like, there are white people in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? They're Hispanic white, but then you also get the really black Brazilians. Like, everybody down there
No,
is
I'm
Hispanic, but like, if you want to see what a melting pot looks like, go to Brazil. I'm just like, yo, y'all mad that the United States is looking like Brazil. That's why we're in the situation we're in now. And I hate to say this to you motherfuckers, but 90% of the world speaks Spanish, bro. Like, more countries speak Spanish than they do English. So, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean that's a longer conversation. But when I say white guilt, I mean white American guilt, right? Like,
Well, white
that's
American
why
guilt
there's a
would
lot
have
of.
gave Seed of the Sacred Fig fucking
I
best
mean,
best
I don't
international
know,
feature
man.
last
But
year.
like a lot of these movies that like these foreign films that get so much burn is because they're afraid not to say what they really feel about the movie.
I mean, that movie last year said exactly how they felt about the dictatorship, just like this one does. You know what I'm saying?
No. I meant the audiences, like the critics and like the people who vote over here. They're so like afraid of being a dissenting voice
I just,
because
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I just think it's sad that the critics groups have more integrity than the Academy Awards.
Mhm.
Like the Critics' Choice Awards have more integrity than this shit.
I mean, look, there was a whole entire write up last year about this shit. So yeah,
Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, that's right. Where the Academy members have to watch the movies now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works.
Yeah. Like, yo, I should be an Academy member, man. I've been going to every fucking screening, watching every fucking screener. Like, I should be part of the Academy.
Isn't it like I don't even know how you get in. Don't you gotta be tapped like the mafia?
Yeah, listen. Somebody tapped me. I've watched all this fucking shit, man. And I still gotta take these couple of days off because it's Thanksgiving. I still gotta catch up on animation because I haven't seen that many animated films. I don't even think there's been that many animated films released. Like, off the top of my head, besides the one in the main review, the only other one I can think of is Arco, which I will watch over the break, and K-pop Demon Hunters. That's the only animated films I could think of.
I mean, that were good.
I'm talking in
Or
general,
just in
bro.
general?
That's all I can remember.
I mean, like we had Ilio.
Oh shit, that shit did come out. Oh shit.
We had a few more.
Oh
Ilio,
shit.
what the fuck?
Ilio. God damn. That seems like
I think there was one more. Wait, did we see? Did the Wild Robot? Did that come out in January?
that came out last year.
Last
Or maybe
year.
the year before last year. That was a while ago.
All right.
That was a while ago.
Wait.
Yeah, look, I don't.
Oh, Bad Guys 2.
Okay, yeah, I did like that.
Smurfs, if you count that.
Fuck, I forgot I saw that movie. But no, because that shit has live action in it too. For no reason.
Does it?
Yeah, for no reason. For no fucking reason. Yeah. Damn, I forgot I saw that shit. I saw that shit the same day as I Know What You Did Last Summer. Another movie I keep forgetting I saw. I forgot I saw those movies. God damn.
I mean, do you want to count Chainsaw Man?
No. I don't count Chainsaw Man. I don't count fucking Demon Slayer. I don't count Jujitsu. That hasn't come out yet.
Dogman.
Fuck.
That was January.
Okay, so Dogman might be. Yeah, I got my number 1 and number 2 animated films then. That's it. That's it, bro.
MLJ. The rest of these were direct to video or like Netflix. Like, I don't even know why a Minecraft movie's on here.
That's live action. That's live action.
So I don't even know why that's on here.
Because it's a family film. There's a difference between a family film and an animated film. Sorry, y'all.
Right. And like, I don't count Killer of Killers because that wasn't out in theaters.
That's yeah. I can't. Nobody can vote on that shit.
Right. What was the one about sneakers? Didn't that come out this year? Sneaks?
Did it?
Wait. I'm trying to look for it.
I'm thinking about.
Yep.
I keep thinking about. I went on the Film Blurs. I'm on the Film Blurs Instagram, and I
Mhm.
keep getting pop-ups from Sony Pictures Animation about GOAT. And I'm like, yo, this movie has been pushed back so many fucking times. Like, just put it out, bro. Nobody wants to see this shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh, I vaguely, I think,
I, c-
maybe, I
I
don't
think,
know.
yeah, Steph Curry produced an animated film about a GOAT
Oh
who is a
yeah.
nasty
Mhm.
basketball player.
Yeah. No. No.
That's
Just
like
yeah, just
Sneaks, where you just watch the trailer, you're just like, woo, y'all trying hard to relate to us, huh?
right. It's like it's just
I like how they're advertising it too, from the animators behind Spider-Verse.
it's like, yeah, wait, the animators are work for hire. What are you fucking talk about the
Not the
animators, right?
directors, not the writers, not even the producers. It's from the animators behind Spider-Verse. So it's just like, damn, y'all. Damn.
Yeah, that's like saying the from the guy like it's uh, uh, saying you work in a kitchen, right? Like from the guy who gave you this Michelin star restaurant, but all you do is to do the dishes, right? Like it's not the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's GOAT. Oh shit. GOAT looks fucking horrible. I keep seeing that trailer, and I swear to God that movie came out until I went on Instagram last night and it said February. I was like, bro, wasn't this shit supposed to drop 2 months ago? And then it was originally supposed to drop sometime in March this year. Like, this shit keeps getting pushed back. I'm like, please, you know what? Do yourselves a favor. Just put it on Netflix. Like y'all fucked up
Right.
and put K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix when that was actually good, and y'all would have made a mint off that motherfucker. This is the one y'all are gonna put in the theaters. Like, yo, have Netflix pay Steph Curry out and put this shit on fucking Netflix, cause nigga, yo,
Like like no one's talking like no like I don't know anybody who's been like, "Yo, I can't wait for that goat movie to come out."
and I hate that shit, man. They got a literal goat to be a black basketball player just because of the acronym. An acronym that started fucking 30 years ago by LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying?
And
And like that shit,
and I bet
this shit has become so overused now.
I mean like it's honestly it's surprising no one's tried to do this shit before, right? Cuz it's such a dumb idea, right?
This
And you would
probably would
think it's
have
like so
shit would have worked 10 years ago. Barely.
like what
Barely.
they should have just done it before they did Space Jam 2.
Like Sneaks was also 10 years too late because sneaker culture
Right.
it's barely a thing anymore. It's still a
Right.
thing, but not as what it was.
Like there's no posers anymore,
Yeah.
right? Like how it was,
Yeah, man.
right?
Like,
If you're in sneaker culture, you're in sneaker culture. But if you're in sneaker culture, you're not watching a movie called Sneaks.
yeah,
Sorry.
just like if I know motherfuckers who play basketball or hoop or do any of that shit, none of them are gonna go see this shit. I don't even think kids who are in the basketball care about this shit.
That's like no one who likes football is going out and fucking streaming Air Bud. Or did he play football or basketball? I don't know what
He
that fucking
played
dog did.
everything, and you know what? Don't put some respect on that motherfucker's name because that first movie's hard as shit, yo. I don't like you talking shit about Air Bud. That shit fucking slaps hard.
You know what? All right. I've never seen Air
Hell
Bud,
yeah,
so
Air Bud's fire. At least Air Bud 1. I've never seen Air Bud 2, never seen Air Bud 3, never seen Air Buddies, never seen Snow
I'm sorry.
Buddies. Oh yeah, it got a
Oh.
spin-off series where they're puppies. So it's like Snow Buddies, Air Buddies, Football Buddies. Yeah, nigga.
They love to run
That's
to run
Disney,
an idea
baby.
into the fucking
That's
ground.
Disney.
Into the fucking ground.
Yo, listen, once you get under the mouse, that nigga's like, I'm a slave
like
owner.
it really is the Sorcerer's Apprentice when it comes to this shit, you are literally trying to get blood from a stone.
Yo, listen. Cameron's talking about leaving after this new Avatar comes out. And I'm just like, nigga, you talked all this shit about 4 and 5. And even Stephen Lang's like, yo, everybody loves the scripts for 4 and 5. Like, he has to do them. And I'm just like, yo, this movie has been almost sold out for the first couple of opening weeks. And they still got, they got up to week 4 on sale for Avatar. Y'all really, Cameron really thinks Disney ain't gonna send Mickey to his house in the middle of the night and just Mickey, he wakes up in the middle of the night, Mickey got the knife to his throat like, ha, you thought you were God? I own that ass now. Remember,
James Cameron's
you signed a contract.
James Cameron's gonna end up coming to some of these fucking press conferences with fucking black eyes and bruises and shit like that. It's like I walked into a door.
Mickey's gonna pull a brutalist.
Yo, don't do that to my man. Put some respect on Air Bud's name. Don't do that to James. Don't leave Jimmy alone. Don't do that to Jimmy. Ooh-wee.
Mickey gonna drag him into the tunnels under Disney.
Into the archives. Fucking stuffing celluloid in his mouth. That's what his old...
2 years from now, James Cameron, every time he comes out in the spotlight, we're just gonna hear the horns from the Brutalist. Dun 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 dun. That's every time he comes out, you're gonna see him just looking depressed in a wheelchair, hunched over. Just every time he was wheeled out on stage. Dun 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 dun.
Oh man. Oh. So if you haven't watched The Brutalist,
yeah, terrible movie. The first half is a masterpiece. Second half, when that shit happens, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, very rarely is that act justified in a movie. Like, in real life, fuck that. Like, if you did it, like, nigga, people will gladly kill a motherfucker in prison or in real life. You know what I'm saying? Gladly. But in movies, it's rarely justified. And the fact that was the allegory, and I'm like, bro, we got it. By that point in the movie, we had gotten it.
So the whole entire movie is about capitalism and the rape of intellectual property, culture, whatever like that.
Yeah, the artist.
And then it becomes an actual rape movie.
Yeah. It's basically the artist is always beholden to the money people. Whether you're making a movie, whether you're doing an album, whether you're making a painting or whatever, it's literally always the blood-sucking money people who fuck it up. Whether it's a studio head or it's a producer. And we got it. By that point, we got it. Because at that point, they kept fucking with the project. Like, hey, we're gonna take the cement down 3 inches. Oh yeah, we don't want that shit anymore. We want you to do this.
Can we put more crosses?
Yeah, exactly. And like by that point, we got it. Like we had completely fucking got it, bro. Like you didn't need that shit. You really, and that's the same thing with Vox Lux. Vox Lux has a fucking school shooter at the beginning of the movie, and then another rape later into the movie. I'm like, damn, yo. Testament of Ann Lee. They strip down once they get to the New World near the end of the movie. As they're trying to build out the Shakers and make their congregation bigger, a bunch of these Quakers get pissed, and what do? They start beating and burning down the church, and they strip Anne naked, and they're like, is she really a woman? And they start inspecting her private parts as they're burning and beating. And I'm just like, yo, Brady Corbet, bro. Brady Corbet and his wife, I'm like, y'all two need fucking help.
And it's not like these things don't happen in the world. I'm not saying that, but
you take it to a place it doesn't need to be. Like the world's already dark.
As an artist, you should be able to portray portraying that act in a way that is just not there for shock value. Right?
Yeah. I mean, Brady Corbet, He is opening his mouth because he is a producer and co-writer on The Testament of Ann Lee, and he recently did an interview. He's like, my next movie is going to be shot on 70 millimeter. It's going to have another intermission. It might be rated X. And I'm just like, God damn it. You're gonna have this poor Asian man working on the railroad get raped, huh? Yo, because Marty Supreme, there's sexual humiliation against Marty in that movie, but the way it's done, I'm like, okay, that's coming from a character
Right.
point of view. And yeah, it's meant to be painful and hurtful. So later in the movie,
But it's story.
Right, it serves the story, and it serves the story in a satisfying way on how the rest of the story plays out and how the movie ends.
Yeah. But
That
yeah,
shit there,
the-
I'm just like, the last time a rape worked in a movie was Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Because you know what she did? She fucking tattooed on this nigga's chest, I'm a rapist, and then took a metal dildo and kicked it up that nigga's ass.
yeah.
And then when
And,
he tried to
like-
get the tattoo removed, she would show up and be like, yo, listen, I saw you. I saw what you were trying to do. And then she would disappear again. And I love that one part in the Fincher's remake where once she disappears again after saying, I'll be watching you, don't try to do that shit again. As soon as she leaves, he starts fucking crying like a bitch. I'm like, well, maybe don't rape your adopted daughter. How about that, you piece of shit?
Yeah. So don't rape.
Yeah,
That's
don't-
as simple as
yeah.
that. But yeah, like in The Brutalist, that scene could have been handled with so much more nuance and depth. If you really needed to put it in there, right?
Have it happen off screen.
It didn't have to be.
Yeah, have it happen
Right.
off screen. Like you could have implied it.
Use some fucking shadows or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
like-
you know, like
Like, goddamn, bro. Like,
yeah, either it was there, just like everything else is there to be shocking, and he's that hipster who has a modicum of success, right? And thinks now I can shock the world.
he's that pretentious film school dude you went to film school with, where you talk to the dude, you're like, yeah, I like Star Wars, and he's like, you like that shit? What about Jean-Luc Godard? What about Robert Bresson? And I'm like, I like them too, but it's not like I get home
Files.
every day and just like, hey, you know what? Let me watch Pickpocket. Yeah, that's what I'm in the mood for. Or hey, you know what I'm in the mood for? I'm in the mood for fucking Breathless. Like, yeah, I want to throw Breathless on, or get home and be like, yeah, you know what? I want to watch the 400 Blows. Not everybody wants to watch a fucking art movie all the time, dog.
Right. Sometimes I just want to watch space samurais do space samurai
Yeah,
shit.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Jesus
like
Christ.
and here's the
And
thing.
I thought
here's the
I was
thing.
pretentious with this show because I'm always pushing slow, arty movies. But even
But there's room for both, right? Like one of my favorite films is goddamn Armageddon, but also, right? I can watch a 3-hour Finnish fucking tone poem about fucking building a snowman. I can watch both.
what did I tell you? What's one of my favorite movies of the year? I just said this last episode, and I even admitted it. It's one of the stupidest movies ever made. Like the shit's dumb as fuck.
I mean, I can't remember. What was it?
Accountant 2.
Oh yeah.
That movie's dumb as
Yeah,
fuck,
that-
but I love it. Like goddamn,
yeah,
like yo,
it's great.
like
It's fun.
listen, I don't need everything to have an allegory. I don't need everything to have a deeper meaning than the surface level. Sometimes I just want to be entertained, bro. Like I'm like sometimes I'm like Russell Crowe, like in the arena. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Right. Yeah.
Like sometimes I just
arts-
want to chill. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just want to chill and just enjoy some shit rather than sit and watch La Strada. But not, and
right.
that's no diss
Sometimes
to
you
the-
want escapism.
Yo, listen, and that's no offense to La Strada, because you throw that shit on right now, I'll sit and watch that. Like that movie's a masterpiece.
Right, but it's not first choice.
Oh no.
It's not
No,
first
no,
choice.
hell no. Hell no. Later tonight, like when I boot up whatever streaming service I'm gonna boot up, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's time for La Strada.
Right.
I need to pick that up
Yeah.
in 4K, bro. Damn. Do you want to
It's a-
talk about dark
yeah.
movie? That movie, you watch that movie, you're like, damn, this is sad. And then it gets a little uplifting, and then like, damn.
That's how they get you with the gut punch.
Damn. And then you feel bad for the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in the film. Like, that's how the movie ends, is you just feel bad for the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in film. And you're just like, damn, it took you all this to realize you were a piece of shit.
Anyway, so that's life, man. Sometimes it does.
All right, but yeah, that was The Secret Agent. Like, check it out.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to Nouvelle Vague. That is French for New Wave.
Mm-hmm.
It is about the making of Breathless. Written and directed by Richard Linklater.
Right. Like, this is what I mentioned last week, I think. That, like, I want to watch it, but it's Linklater, and I think he's, yeah.
I like Richard a lot. I'm glad I went to see this in a theater, because I don't know if I would have made it through.
I've seen it
at
on
home.
Netflix. Yeah.
Like, I barely make it through Breathless, because I rewatched Breathless before going to the screening for this.
Mhm.
And like, yo, listen, I'm gonna say this, and I mean this as no disrespect to Godard. I mean, a lot of people say Breathless is overrated, and look, coming from me, I get where people say that, because like Breathless ain't like, that's something I watch and I'm just like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get it, but like, yeah, I get why people are like, yeah, it's overrated. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
You have to watch these seminal French New Wave films in order to be a completist. But
You could watch the 400 Blows and be okay, and you got the whole entire French New Wave experience, because that is a better movie. It holds my attention a lot more than this. Yeah, look, this movie's more entertaining than Breathless. Like, I would rather watch this again than sit through Breathless again. Like, it's funny. It's funny watching this, because I don't know how they made Breathless, because I don't care. I don't care about reading up on it. Like, I watched it in college, and then I watched it again on Sunday, and I just never cared about how they made it. I'm not surprised Godard was up his ass, because he used to be a film critic, and then, he wanted to direct like everybody else.
Right.
And he went on, and this was his first film. And I just found it funny that homie would just be like, they're like, so what's the script? He's like, yeah, there's no script. All right, so where are we shooting? He's like, I'll tell you. And then like they'll work for 2-3 hours, and he's like, all right, we're done for today. They're like, we've only worked for 2 hours. And he's like, yeah, see y'all niggas tomorrow.
That seems very French. That seems very French.
Yo, I like that the money man comes in, the producer, and he's just like, you shot this. This has been going on for 2 weeks, and you only shot for 8 days over 2 weeks, and some of these days for only an hour. This is stopping. We're doing a normal production. And he's just looking at him with a big smirk on his face. He's just looking at him like, okay. And he walks away, and he's just like, so we'll start working in another hour. The sun's not where I want it to be. And he just keeps smoking his cigarette and drinking his coffee, reading the newspaper.
I like...
Like, everybody was fed up. The only person who wasn't like fed up with him was the lead actor, Belmondo. Belmondo was so fucking amused by this. He's like, oh, this is cool. Like, Gene Seberg, who's played by Zoe Deutsch in this, and she came in for the Q&A. Yeah, Gene Seberg, I guess this really happened in real life. She was tired of this shit. She's just like, yo, I want to do a fucking movie, not show up and just like improv this fucking shit. She wanted to be a movie star, and this is not movie star shit.
And I get it, because I've worked on productions where the motherfucker was like, well, it's just vibes,
Well,
like,
that's exactly this. That motherfucker
right?
was just like,
And like, at a point, you have to stop everyone from mutiny, right?
I mean, even the makeup artists were just like, we don't even get to do our fucking job. Like, they visit. I like how they're on set one day, and his producer is like, hey, before you guys start shooting, I need all of you to come with me. They're doing something in the metro, and they go to the subways of Paris, and guess who's shooting in the subways of Paris? Robert Bresson is shooting Pickpocket. I was like, damn, I didn't even know they were shooting at the same time. Also, Pickpocket, a much better movie than Breathless. Okay, so yeah, you got 2 movies of the French New Wave to watch. You got fucking 400 Blows and Pickpocket. That scene was cool because the dude was an actual pickpocket. Like, he pickpocket everybody from Breathless, and they're like, because Robert Bresson's like, we've been staying talk for a while. You guys missing anything? They're like, oh shit, and you just see that nigga standing there with everybody's shit.
And like, I love movies about film history, right? And so this seems right up my alley. But like I said before, I think, uh, I think Breathless, like you said, is overrated. I think Godard is overrated in
Oh,
general.
definitely.
And like he puts a bad name on film critics who also are filmmakers, right? It makes us look bad.
I mean, I I just think homie. I mean, he went on to have a successful career. I mean, he's a legendary director for a reason. He's more known now for his movies than he was for his film criticism. But at the same time, it's just like like, yeah. So 400 Blows was done by Francois Truffaut. He was also 400 Blows came out like a few years before Breathless, and I will say, Truffaut was the better critic
New
turned
wave.
filmmaker,
Critic. Okay.
because he was writing the same pub outlet, Cashier du Cinema, still going today, by the way. I honestly, Truffaut understood it. Like, I think he's the better director than Godard. Sorry, like 400 Blows is the better movie than Breathless. Sorry,
right.
like it's just the way it is.
I mean, it seems like the world agrees with you. So, at large.
Mm. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Yeah. Look. Well, this is fun. This is a fun. It's like every other Richard Linklater movie. You just hanging out and watching chaos unfold.
Hmm.
Because you're just like, even I was getting pissed. I'm like, bro, this seems, as a first time filmmaker, like, yo, if somebody handed me like money to make a movie, like even if it was 5-10 million, I prefer to be prepped. I'm like Christopher Nolan, where I want this shit. So like, I will leave room. Like, there's always gonna be errors. Like, that's just movie making. Like, not everything's gonna happen the way you want, but not like that. Not like this shit. Not like this shit.
But like, here's how it goes though, right? Like, yes, things will always go wrong, but the more prepared you are on the back end, the more adept you are at handling when shit goes south. Right?
Yeah, cause this shit here, bro. Man, if I was on set, even I'd punch him in the face. Like, yo, fuck you, man.
Yeah, this sounds like a fun movie. It sounds fun but infuriating.
I mean, look, I guess he was proven right, but still.
So now, is the movie in French?
Yes, primarily French with a few
So Zoe Deutsch is speaking French and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only a few lines of English, and she only speaks English when she's really fucking pissed off.
All right.
Especially to her husband. Like, she speaks French. Like, Zoe even said, she's like, her and Dick have been trying to make this movie since they did Everybody Wants Some, and that was 10 years ago. So over the course of 10 years, she learned French to do this role. So when it finally came around to shooting this and she got the call, she's like, all right, well, let's do it. Let's do it. She was prepped and ready. She was like, I grew up in LA, and there's only two languages you learned, English and Spanish. Everybody in LA speaks Spanish. I was like, see, fucking a whole ass major city can speak two languages, but fucking we got a problem with that.
Man, look, man, it's about people will not do things unless they're forced to do things.
Yo, it's wild. It's wild too that Miami is one of the biggest cities in the nation, and they speak Spanish down there too. And I'm like, bro, they speak Spanish in Miami. Y'all one of the most racist states in the union.
Well, I mean, they're speaking Spanish because everybody from Cuba, but also I'm not even gonna say the shit out loud, right? Like, because I don't want to make anybody mad. But
Miami's like the only place you'll hear Spanish spoken openly. That's it. In Florida,
Yeah.
I mean that. I should have prefaced that. In Florida, that's the only place you'll hear people speaking Spanish openly in Florida is Miami. Otherwise, nope.
The rest of they're speaking y'all.
Yeah. The only places I would go to in Florida is probably Miami, but Miami's also like STD heavy. And then Orlando, and I only would go to Orlando for Disney World, and I'm not going to Disney World unless I'm a fucking millionaire. So
right, I don't know. I don't actually know anybody. I know very few people who got Disney money.
Yeah, because you're like, for the shittiest experience, you're dropping about $20K.
If you have a whole entire family, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even by yourself, if you want to have like the shittiest experience, $20K. If I was rich, hell yeah, I would buy every deluxe package there is. You know why? Because I would be walking right past all the kids waiting in line crying. I'd be like, with 2 ice creams in my hand, getting on every ride.
They have this club at Disney, right? Like Club 22 or some bullshit like that. I don't know what the number is.
It's exclusive.
Exclusively, but you got to pay, what, like $500,000 to be a member or some shit like that?
Yeah. If I was a millionaire, I'd pay that shit just to be like, I would be zooted all day, just hanging out. Because, they sell turkey legs. You see me sitting next to Mickey eating turkey legs like like the crazy dude on Fifth Avenue.
I mean, like, for that much money that you're paying, I would have all versions of Mickey Mouse carry me around on a fucking chariot.
So yeah, I'd be eating turkey legs during the day, zooted, going on rides, and then at night be going to this exclusive club. As it wears off, I'll just get drunk.
Yeah. So
and then you have somebody golf cart you back to, because you're paying that much money. Somebody's gonna golf cart me back to my hotel.
Yeah, like Disney ain't for the poor.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard like if like some people pay to have them golf carted around the fucking.
Yeah, I would.
Oh hell yeah, I would too, bro. Hanging out the shit with a fucking turkey leg in one hand and a Mickey Mouse ice cream in my other hand, just hanging out like this.
I would do the most niggerish shit, like hard R, like it would be. I would be ignorant.
Yeah, because you have to wear your pass. Your pass says VIP, super VIP, right, or whatever on it, and so they'll look at your badge and be like, "Oh, right, well, motherfucker got money."
I would put the badge on a gold chain though. You gotta put the badge on a gold chain.
Listen, point being, damn, I forgot what the point was.
We were talking about this movie.
Yeah, Nouvelle Vague. It's on Netflix right now. Stream it. Look, I went into the city yesterday primarily to see Ella McKay, and goddamn Disney can't do shit right, bro.
What happened?
They sent the DCP, and it was at Universal. We rented out the Universal screening room. Rob was there. Rob was excited because he's like, "Oh, I could watch it too. Just make sure everything's correct. I'll watch it from the booth." They sent the DCP. They did not send the key to unlock the shit. And usually when this happens, you give it like 10 to like 5 to 10 minutes. He said the fastest he's ever gotten a key is 3 minutes when shit like this happens.
Right.
Nigga, it took them 45, 50 minutes to send the key. And by that time, the screening was just canceled. And I'm standing there talking to Rob because I just hung out and talked to Rob. And I was pissed because I was like, yo. And I was talking, me and other members were talking. We're like, yo, we better fucking be getting a screener for this. And I'm not going to say her name, but you know her, elder woman who comes and talks to me. She's like, I don't think there's going to be a screening because when are they going to schedule it? She's like, they have 2 today. Tomorrow be insane to schedule a screening tomorrow. Thursday's Thanksgiving. Be insane to schedule a screening on Friday, and then Saturday also be insane to schedule a screening because everybody in this group travel. I mean, most people are in Brooklyn or Manhattan, but some of us live like there's people who live in Westchester, some people who live outside the city and who just take the Metro North down, and it's like a 20-minute ride. I'm like, yeah, because like traveling for the next 4 days is off the table for me. Hell fucking no.
If you have to go more than 45 minutes by car, you might as well not go anywhere.
Yeah, because like, yo, this shit's going to be fucked.
Like tomorrow,
Because Sunday they have their screening of Wake Up Dead Man, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not coming in for that shit. Like my brother's just like, yo, we could just. It's at Market. I was like, do you want to sit through the Q&A? Because Ryan Johnson will be there for the Q&A. He's just like, nah, we could just go see it at fucking the Garden Theater. I was like, cool.
Oh, it's playing at the Garden Theater?
Barely.
Oh, of course.
I was like, yo, you made my day, bro. I mean, like, yo, that's how behind these niggas are too. It's like, yo, they just got Nouvelle Vague, which has been on Netflix for 2 weeks.
Right.
And they are going to see Wake Up Dead Man 4 days after it comes out on a Sunday at that. Busiest Sunday.
Yeah,
and then Monday, gotta start voting. Gotta start voting right after Avatar.
Right.
So like, yo, that's also why I'm going to the earlier one, Jeff, because I gotta start voting.
Yeah. Like I said, I gotta scope out the information. But
listen, Ella McKay, I want to see it. This is James L. Brooks' first movie in 15 years. I was supposed to have a review for you guys, and I'm sorry. I don't have a review for you because Disney can't do one fucking thing right. I was just like, I'm like, bro, how do you forget the key to unlock the DCP? And I felt bad because Rob's like, I spent 15 fucking minutes feeding the DCP into the projector. I was like, bro, I could have been doing other shit because I'm busy. This is like the busiest part of my season. And he's just like, this is fucked. The Disney rep, she was pissed. She's standing there like,
because like it's embarrassing. Like it's fucking embarrassing upon all aspects of it. Like everybody, no one's unscathed from looking like a fucking dickhead.
Yo, so that's why I was scared going to Zootopia 2 last night, because I'm like, is the same thing gonna happen, bro? Is the same thing gonna happen? Because if I knew this shit was gonna play out like this, I would have just went with you to see Zootopia 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a lovely fucking time.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Yo, Zootopia 2 last night, mwah.
Yeah.
And I'll get into it.
But like in general, like there were, I brought my boy with me. So between me and him, there were only 2 other people in the theater, and we knew one of them.
Oh yeah, I saw. Shout out to fucking Mike. I saw Mike was there.
Yeah. So,
because Mike lives like 5 minutes from me.
But yeah, he lives in Ewing. He lives like in the next town over.
So yeah, that's Nouvelle Vague. Let's get into SISU's Road to Revenge. First and foremost, SISU did not need a fucking sequel, but I'm glad it got made. I can't say I like it just as much as the first one, even though you can tell this one had a bigger budget.
Right, like bigger budget. They actually had, I wouldn't say they were stars, but you had Stephen Lang in there, right?
Versus the unknowns from the the closest person who was famous from the first one was the dude who played the villain, and
right.
And I only know it because he has such a face, and I've seen him in other shit.
Yeah, and like the other dude who played the other Russian in the second one, who also had a bad accent. So I love this movie. I love SISU 2 because they did not give a fuck.
I mean, they didn't give a fuck in the first one. So like, yo, like it's the same. It's literally the same fucking thing. Actually,
I think this one is more bonkers because like
the tank.
Yo, this is some Looney Tunes-esque murder. This is as if a fucking Bugs Bunny like had a vendetta against somebody, like a blood feud. Because with the tank flip, the whole time with the planks in the airplane, right? Like the missile, him riding on the missile. Like,
you know how much this cost, Jeff?
Let me guess. 30.
No.
Lower?
Yeah.
How much was this?
$12 million.
No excuse. No excuse for Hollywood at all. Because this thing cost $12 million and it looked better than some fucking $100 million movies I've seen this year.
I will say this. This is what I mean by intent. The CG in this shit is terrible, but the intent is there, and that's why I can forgive it, because I saw what they're trying to do. I saw the intent, and I knew that's the best they could do. on the
for $12 million.
budget
Yes.
and watching it, I didn't even know it was that cheap. I thought it was like $40-50 million. I was
Right?
like, yo, listen, they're doing the best they can with the budget they have. And then to find out, oh no, it's actually 12 million. I was just like, you know what? I'm impressed.
Yeah. Like, and the thing I love about this movie is because it's so over the top that the kills are actually getting laughs from everybody, and there's purposeful, right? Like they went in with this knowing exactly what they were making.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the first one. The first one knows exactly what it is. Like these movies are, I mean, they're both winking at the camera. Like, come on, these are literal grindhouse movies. Like they're grindhouse movies. Like this is something like we would have wanted to go see in a fucking shitty ass theater in the
Times Square.
70s. Yeah.
This is exploitation. Like this is modern exploitation, not this shit where people are trying to ape the style of these exploitation or grindhouse films from back in the day. This is it. Like they just made it modern.
Yeah, first I just looked up the budget for the first movie, and you're gonna laugh when I tell you this. The budget was $6 million.
$6 million. Like there is no fucking excuse. There's no excuse for Hollywood.
I do stand by, like, as much as I enjoyed this, I do stand by that SISU didn't need a sequel. And I will say this, don't do SISU 3. Like, the way this ends, I'm just like, bro, y'all, just let it be, bro. Like, don't do SISU 3.
Don't John Wick this.
Because the
right?
director came out, they asked the director, like, hey, would you do SISU 3? And he's just like, yo, listen, I do want to make other movies, but if they give me the money, who am I to say no to the money that they give me? That's why I make these, because they give me pretty big budgets to make these. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy that this nigga's like, they give me big budgets. And I'm like, 12 million.
Yeah, but like I gotta admire that, right? Like if someone came up to you with a buttload of cash and was like, do the wildest fucking shit you could think about doing.
That's crazy. This cost $2 million more than The Brutalist, and they struggled to make that movie. And I get why they struggled to make that movie.
Right.
And this nigga is just doing all types of shit that you see in like $100 million Fast and Furious movie for $12 million, for $2 million more. I'm just like, something's got to give here, man. Something's got to give here.
And honestly, I hope he never goes Hollywood, right? Because they're going to ruin him.
Yeah, keep that shit in Europe.
Yeah, because he's going to get ruined. Also,
Lionsgate, you fucked up, man. Like the first one was a Lionsgate release, and now this one's coming out through Sony. And I'm just like, yo, Lionsgate they just be giving away they fucking franchises. They'll make 200 Hunger Games, 200 Twilight movies, but then everything else, they'll just be like, all right, well, you could have it, and the other studio takes and runs with it.
Right.
Like,
because
damn.
like the first Sisu in theaters it didn't make any money, but like it became a cult classic.
Hold on. Let's not state facts. Hold on. Let's see here. Sisu. Yeah, nah. They got a nice return on their budget. It cost $6 million, and worldwide they got back $14 million.
All right, I should say in America, right? But this one, what how much has it made since it came out? Do we know?
6.
6? It's made 6?
Yeah. So it'll probably end up making its budget back.
Right.
Maybe a little more. Yo, listen, Sony put this out with no fanfare. Like they put out one trailer and they barely advertised it. The press screening, they were just like, here you go. I got it like 5 days before the fucking shit happened. I was just like, cool, Jeff can go. And I'll just see it here in Market Fair because I
was already in the city, so.
Yeah, and I'm not going up for Sisu. I'm sorry.
Right.
Sisu, something else had to fall on the day. It's like me seeing the Smurfs. I only saw the Smurfs because it was right before I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Right.
Something else had to be happening.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad that I was able to see it, but I would not have traveled if it was just for Sisu.
Yeah, look. I had quite all right watching it on the shittiest screen they had at Market Fair. I was not mad.
Like, look, it was a basic bitch theater that they showed it to us in. Everyone had a good time. And I think this is the kind of movie that movie theaters were made for. This is why grindhouse and exploitation films in the 70s were so popular, because it's a communal experience. Everyone was laughing at the same absurd bullshit
Yeah,
and
man,
having a great time.
they should have held this for like February. Like this should have either came out in like October and put so that way it could come out in Dolby, or it should have came out in February so that way it could play in Dolby. Like motherfuckers, I don't know why nobody put their movie out in October. And they're like, we had the worst October ever. I'm like, yeah, because none of y'all
Yeah, 'cause you
motherfuckers
just
put out
right.
movies. Like Tron came out and that was it. Like once Mortal Kombat left, that was it, bro. Because we all knew, like, we all had an inkling about how that would go down with Tron, but we were hoping for the best.
Right.
And unfortunately, our worst fears were confirmed.
I mean, honestly, Sisu 2 better than Tron.
Man, fucking almost everything is except for now. I keep forgetting that I seen them. Tron is better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. Tron is better than Smurfs. Tron is better than Wake Up Tomorrow. uh, yeah, Dave's like, I talked to Dave, and Dave's like, yeah, that's still the worst movie I've seen all year. I'm like, not for me, man. It's like, yo, I get what they're trying to do. Were they successful at it? No. Was it up its own ass? Absolutely. But I don't think it's the worst movie. He's like, oh, you liked it? I'm like, I'm not saying that,
I
nigga.
didn't
Like,
say
Jesus
that, but
Christ. I was like, I'm not saying that, nigga. He's like,
but
did you
there are
vibe
worse
with it?
things out there.
Did you like the vibes? I'm like, not particularly, man. I'm just saying there was worse fucking movies. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, everybody's on this hyperbole train against that movie. And I'm like, bro, I don't hate it. Is it a good movie? No, but I don't hate it because I understand the intent. To
Right.
me, it was just another, I had no expectations just because I don't like Trey Edward Schultz. I don't fuck with Waves. I don't fuck It Comes at Night. And I like his first movie, and that's it. But that's about it. Because his first movie was a psychological thriller. And then everything else he's made since then has been so far up his own ass. I'm just like, yo, I'm surprised you aren't like a blood brother of Sam Levinson. Because honestly, what he's doing, Sam does better. I'll be quite frank with you.
I mean, honestly, when I saw the trailer for, Wake Up Tomorrow, whatever it's fucking called, Better Off Tomorrow, whatever, I don't get fucking.
Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Hurry Up Tomorrow. It looked like a Sam Levinson. It looked like, oh, you had some downtime in between trying to get Euphoria, between The Idol getting canceled and trying to get Euphoria back up. You had some time.
I think
That's
that's
what it looked
I think that's Trey Edward Schultz's biggest problem is like him and Sam Levinson have almost the same exact creative style. And since Sam is like bigger now, it's just like I will say this, I rock with Euphoria. I don't really rock with any of his shit outside of his first movie.
Oh, Sam Levinson's or Trey Edward
Trey
Schultz?
Trey Edward Schultz.
Okay, yeah.
That's why like people are so mad. I'm like, yo, it's just another Trey Edward Schultz movie to me. Like y'all were fucking over the moon about Waves, and I was just like, nah, fuck that movie. That movie fucking sucks. I'm like, yo, y'all mad at this? Y'all should be mad at Waves. That fucking movie blows.
It's like mad that you like that movie.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that you set yourself up to be disappointed.
Yeah. Also, people hated It Comes at Night. Like that movie sucked too. Like,
Yeah,
yo, I
all
remember everybody went. Well, I remember talking to people. Like, I went with a group of people to see that, and they were just like, "What the fuck did we just sit through?" Because you watched the trailer, you're expecting like this crazy zombie home invasion movie, and it is not that. You're just like, y'all fucking tricked us on the marketing. This is not that movie at all. And when you find out what it really is, it's just like, well, I mean, also not executed very well for what you're trying to do. Sorry. Oh fuck, yo,
Yeah.
I just don't fuck with homie shit, man. He's
That's
like,
absolutely fine.
he's one where I'm like, he's another one. Where I'm like, damn, how you keep getting budgets, bro? Yeah. I hope Abel stops trying to be an actor. Just use now that The Weeknd's retired, just use your real name and just keep making music, whatever.
Oh,
fucking music.
has he retired the
Yeah.
weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's just gonna be Abel Tesfaye, or however you say his last name. I think that's right, Tesfaye. Just like, yeah, man, like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Point being, Sisu is like Sisu's fine. Hurry Up Tomorrow's not the worst movie of the year. I've
Right.
seen
There we go.
worse.
There we
That's
go.
that. Like, yo, there's no way anybody can tell me I Know What You Did Last Summer is worse. Or excuse me, is better than Hurry Up Tomorrow. No way you can tell me that. No way.
Still have no desire to see this movie.
You can't tell me Hurry Up Tomorrow is better than Smurfs. We've seen a lot of bullshit this year. There's some bullshit where I'm just like, yeah, I'll put that above that. I'm not saying when I did the review, what did I say? Don't see it. Don't
Right.
fucking see it.
Right. Like,
So it's not like I'm endorsing Hurry Up Tomorrow. Like, yo, I couldn't believe Dave said that shit. You vibe with him? I'm like, Dave, like, because I don't fucking hate it, don't mean I like it. Like, Jesus
right.
Christ.
Like I can dislike something and not have it on the level of hate.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, I'm like, damn, like, he takes, I don't know, man. I guess that shit hit him hard. Like, I guess it did something to him personally.
Because like maybe he expected The Weeknd to do something interesting.
The trailer is exactly what you got.
Yeah.
Like, you watch that trailer, that's the movie you got. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you, bro. Like y'all should have known you were in for some bullshit when the movie opens with an ad for the album. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, by that point, I was just like, okay, cool. I was checked out. Once that happened, I was like, cool, I'm out. Like, my mind, I literally saw, I was like Doctor Strange, where my soul came out of my body and my soul looked at me. He's just like, I'll be back in 2 hours, and ran off.
The fact that it's 2 hours is maddening.
I don't know what, like, there comes a point where I'm just like, yo, y'all set your expectations too high for shit. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Like,
After, again, this comes back to Argyle. Argyle broke something in me where I'm just like, bro, if you're not from like a noted auteur, I don't have expectations for you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Argyle just broke me in a way where I'm just like, man.
How was it that bad?
Yeah.
Like, how was it that bad?
Yeah, man.
And
Honestly, Hurry Up Tomorrow's better than that fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Honestly, if you put a gun to my head and it's like, yo, you have to watch Smurfs or Argyle again, I'm choosing Smurfs. Smurfs is shorter.
And that's like Argyle's like like 2 hours and a half, right? Like
something like that.
2:15?
Something like that. And to have the audacity to have a fucking post-credit scene when you got 5 endings. Like, I remember me and you were getting ready to get up and they pulled that Winter Soldier shit. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? This is done.
And like, here's how much I didn't like Argyle. I know that post-credit scene is online. I won't even look that shit up.
Yo, what happened? Yo, Kingsman broke that nigga. Like, the fact that he was trying to, even in something completely unrelated, he's still trying to crowbar in that shit. Like, yo, Kingsman broke him, dog.
So yeah, I don't know what it was, man. I don't know. Like, how do you go from something so good to something so bad?
Honestly, Sisu is something Matthew Vaughn could have made.
You know what? Yeah.
And the fact that I wouldn't trust him to, like, if they hired him to do Sisu 3, I'd be like, well, you could keep that shit. Keep that shit. Keep it.
Because you know what? It's gonna loop back around to the King's Man, which is gonna fucking by proxy be part of the Argyle verse, and then I'd have to burn down the theater.
Yo, fucking yeah, man. Sisu, you got fucked. Like, Sony fucked y'all. Like, they put y'all at the same weekend as Wicked, and that's a shame.
You were never gonna win.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you should have came out in October or September, like the first one, or February. Like I said, February,
Right.
January, February.
Like, no, you're not fighting anything there.
Den of Thieves came out in January, and that shit still fucking hits, man. That's still one of the best action movies of the year. That shit came out in January. I don't know what to tell you. Yo, they fucked y'all. I'm sorry.
Yep.
If SISU 3 doesn't happen, I'm perfectly fine because like this had a perfect ending period to the series.
And like a surprisingly tender ending too.
Yes, and heart wrenching.
Right? I was like, like when dude says like you don't have to say anything.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, oh,
because I knew what they were there for. Like I knew.
100%.
I was just like, this nigga's PTSD has finally just gotten to him.
I kicked in, right? Like, yeah. And like he showed a surprising amount of emotion holding back those tears. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's
Jin.
go
ahead. Go ahead.
No, like you said, I can't even think about it. I forgot. But yeah, SISU 2, yeah, Sony fucked you.
Quick question. What does Stephen Lang at the beginning, did SISU put him in prison and they broke him out and is like, yo, kill him? Because I couldn't hear because somebody was on the phone.
So Stephen Lang is the dude who killed.
I got that.
Right. Mm.
But I'm talking about the opening prison sequence. Why'd they take him out and say, go after SISU?
Oh, because SISU was back on the map, right? Like after he had killed all those Germans, right? Because he had embarrassed all the Russians from fucking killing 300, right?
Right.
But they figured he was just like, all right, he's gone. We don't got to deal with him no more, right? Maybe he's dead somewhere or he's just living his life. Then he killed all those Germans, right? And then
the rapist Germans at that.
Right. So now the Russians are like, all right, well, this motherfucker's back in action, right?
So they broke that nigga out of prison to do that?
To kill it because he's the only dude they would think could kill SISU.
No offense to Stephen Lang, I wouldn't have accepted that because I'd be like, yo, y'all setting me fucking up. Y'all setting me up. Y'all setting me up. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna chill in prison because y'all setting me the fuck up, man. I killed his family. I'm good. Yo.
I mean, but like they were gonna break him out. They were like, oh, you kill him, give him all this money and shit like that. But they were always gonna do like.
Oh, they were always that he believed they weren't gonna double cross that motherfucker.
Right. Like that was refreshing to me that he was not surprised at all that they were gonna double cross him.
Sure. Me personally, I guess because I'm just that fucking lazy. I just be like, yo, listen, I did some crazy shit. I'm just gonna chill in prison. Like, I'm not winning this. There's a war I'm not winning. Also, my other question is, why didn't SISU shoot that nigga when he had the chance? He looked at him and just let him go.
Which one?
He could have sniped him right at the V.
Oh yeah. In the truck.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Should have just sniped him, bro.
He was just like, yeah, look, I'm sick of killing. Like, I'm not gonna kill anybody. I don't have to.
Because he told him don't move, and the homie moved, and he killed him, and then he put the gun on him.
Oh, I know what it was. He couldn't see who was in the he couldn't get a beat on who was in that truck because of the glare, unless there was movement.
Oh, okay. I would have just shot anyway, or took a grenade, just lobbed it. Listen,
but
I don't want to leave a margin of error to chance.
He's got a sense of honor.
Yeah, nigga. That goes out the window when you in a war, bro.
But I mean, technically, he's not in a war. He's just fucking being chased. But I get you.
Yo, listen. If I'm being chased, I want motherfuckers to stop chasing me. So I'm gonna, that grenade.
He thought they had stopped. Like you fucking the way he killed those first motherfuckers.
Again, I don't leave a margin of error.
Right. Look, I get it. But the fact that we're talking about this so much indicates how enjoyable this fucking movie was.
All right. Well, let's move on now to Zootopia 2. If you guys been listening to this show, you've been hearing me talk about the first Zootopia a lot. It is like literally one of my favorite Disney movies and the last good movie to come from Disney animation proper. I'm talking about not Pixar, not some outside fucking company that they own. I'm talking about Disney themselves. This was literally the last shit they put out where I was just like, oh, you guys really...
Was it Encanto? Was that Pixar?
Okay, yeah, okay. So Encanto. So
Right.
it was, but
Both
yeah.
Jared Bushes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Jared Bush took over this one because the first one, I rewatched the first one. He
He was
co-directed.
co-director.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying like he was in there.
Yo, listen. I went in and I can't speak for Jeff, but for me personally, nigga, I was nervous just because like, yo, I Know What You Did Last Summer just came out over the summer, bro, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to sit through another long anticipated sequel. That just came out. Tron just came out. Where I'm just like, fuck, man, we're gonna keep fucking up these long awaited sequels, man. And then thank God they didn't. Is it as good as the first one? No, but it was worth the 10-year wait. Thank God.
I liked it as much as
I like the first one better, dog.
No, that's fine. That's fine. These are both amazing Disney films.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like it's for me, it's depending on how I'm feeling. One might be above the other. This movie, because I've lost faith in Disney, right? Like,
I mean, come on, we just talked about what Iger did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ, y'all. What's the point of buying a whole fucking movie studio if you can't get top tier talent to make some shit for you? Like, I would have been like, yeah, fucking greenlit more Star Wars shit that we could possibly make money off of.
Some creative shit. Some like, yeah, let's make it interesting.
Yeah, man. Like, geez, y'all have no ideas in the tank right now. So
throw anything against the wall. But yeah, I mean, honestly, 2 minutes in, I was locked in, man. I was like, okay. And I did not stop smiling throughout the entire fucking film, right? Not only is it just a great sequel, but the jokes and the winks and the nods are so like deep.
Yeah, the cultural Easter eggs in this are numerous. So much so that I've missed a lot just because they were being thrown at me so fast or the audience was laughing over them, so I missed a few.
Right. So like my favorite one is when they're going into the prison and they're playing the notes from the Oz theme song.
Oh, I missed that. See, I never watched Oz.
Okay. Right. But as someone who watched Oz is like, who the fuck did that?
Yeah.
Who the fuck did that?
Well, that's just like the one big reference near the end of the movie where it got the biggest laugh because we're like, holy shit, what is this doing in a Disney movie? And you know what it is. I don't want to give it away. We're seeing it in IMAX in a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was just like, I can't believe they put this fucking reference in this shit. With the music, too.
Yeah. That whole entire end scene, like the chase. Yeah. Yeah, so many fucking references. And like, here's the thing: I want to talk about them, but also I want you to discover them.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, especially
but the scene in the kitchen. The scene in the kitchen, though, when they're running through the kitchen, and did you not see the surprise cameo?
No.
Ratatouille.
Oh fuck yeah! I forgot about that. Yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This shit has so many fucking Easter eggs in it. It was hard to catch all of them. And here I am. I'm forgetting some just because it's just so much in this fucking movie. You could clearly tell they had a bigger budget because like this shit is much more polished than the first one. Like there's shots in this where I'm like, they're using deep focus in an animated movie. Like there's a shot of Judy walking down the street and there's characters in front of her and characters in front of her. And it looks like a scene from what was that movie? Midnight Cowboy, where they're walking down the streets of New York. It looked just like that, where they're using deep focus. And I'm just like, that's crazy. This is an animated movie.
Right.
And it's during sunset. So the sun is like, it looks golden on these animated creatures. I'm like, that's fucking nuts here.
And that's probably another reference point. And the fact that this world keeps on growing and becoming more nuanced.
Bigger, yeah, and bigger.
Right?
Like the tundra wall, I was just like, bro, I didn't even think about that because I forgot they changed ecosystems. And now we're really getting into how exactly they changed the ecosystem so all these creatures can live here. I'm like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah. And like the introduction of the lizards, right? Like,
Yo, when that dude started running across the water, I lost it. That shit was hilarious. Yo.
and so like I hate snakes, right? Like, but the introduction of Gary the Snake and perfect casting for that.
This is what I will say about the marketing. I'm glad the marketing was misleading because I thought Gary the Snake was going to be a co-star in this movie for how much they pushed this character in the marketing. Like the 2 in Zootopia is him. The teaser trailer, it was Judy, Nick, and him running away from people. I'm like, oh, I guess this dude's going to be the co-star, this snake. And no, it's still a Nick and Judy adventure. They're actually just chasing the snake a majority of this movie.
And I love like the deepening of their relationship. And through half the movie, they get separated, right?
Yeah.
And I liked seeing them alone, but then also trying to get together. Right?
See, the first movie, I was frustrated at Nick. This movie, the entire movie, I was pissed at Judy. I'm just like, can you stop being a goody fucking two-shoes for once and just do the right thing? Because you're doing the wrong thing because you think you got to solve this case when you're putting other people in danger. Like, I started getting pissed. And that shows the growth for Nick because Nick doesn't get pissed at Judy. In the first movie, he would have snapped and been like, yo, you're out of here. Also, the one thing I would appreciate about Disney, what I like about this, there's no romantic relationship. They're friends. And please, we got to normal this in kids' movies of friendships, not romantic relationships.
Right. And like, you know, there's something to be said about their platonic relationship, that they still love each other, right? They're still ride or die. But I never have to worry about fucking a mouse or a rabbit on Fox Kiss.
Yeah, like that. They're just friends. And I'm like, thank God. Like, I think that's also a problem with Disney in general is they prioritize, for the beginning of time, they prioritize romance over friendships. And we got to start making healthier movie for kids that prioritize friendships over romantic relationships. You got to stop drilling that shit in the kids' heads. Yeah. Especially nowadays, like that, you're setting kids up for unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like, yo, talking to people my age, I was just like, damn, they really did drill that shit into our heads, like through cartoons and everything. Like, yo, be successful in life, you gotta own a house and be married with children and be head over heels in love. And I'm just like, yeah, man, we gotta stop that shit.
I mean, look, I mean, even how they describe weddings, it was like a fairy tale wedding.
Yeah.
It was, right?
Yeah,
like, it's just...
Yeah, because of Disney. And y'all gotta stop that shit. Real quick, before we get back into Zootopia 2, Josh Gad, Kristen Bell, and Dina Menzel, they're doing Frozen 3 and 4 back to back. Jeff, this is a piece. I'm not talking all together. This is a piece. So they're all getting paid the same amount, a piece. For both movies, they're getting paid $60 million. So $30 million a movie.
It's voice acting. Like, I know it's hard. I guess booth stamina and everything like that. But Josh Gad is making $30 million a movie.
That is more than Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is the highest paid actor in Hollywood. 30 million a movie, and because they're paying these three people 60 a piece, it is already the most expensive movies or the most expensive animated films ever made. And I'm just like, I get it, man. Y'all made money off of Frozen. Frozen 2 made like $1 billion or $1.5 billion, something like that. Be careful because times change. So by the time Frozen 4 comes out, I mean, Frozen 3 is going to do well. I'm not going to say it's not. But I'm talking like when Frozen 4 comes out, and I'm just like, y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to be careful because things change. And that's why I'm looking at Toy Story 5. I'm like, yo, y'all put out that teaser, and y'all keep saying in interviews you're justifying bringing Woody back into the fold, and there's an explanation for how Woody gets back. But I'm just like, things change, bro. Like, let's be real. Things change, and like, as much as I like 4, a lot of people didn't.
Right, but you kept on saying like 4 is an ending.
It's an epilogue. 3 was an ending. 4 is an epilogue.
Right.
I don't
And
like
so,
the fact that y'all are still trying to do Toy Story 6. They actively said like, yeah, we're in development on Toy Story 6. I'm like,
stop.
remember, things change, man. Like, remember, Transformers was hot till it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Matrix was hot till it wasn't. Things change, is what I'm trying to say. There's
I mean,
only so much money you can make before people are just like, you know what? I'm good.
And that's why I'm glad it took so long for
Yeah,
this
for
sequel.
Zootopia 2. Yeah, I would have I'm glad that they waited the 10 years to put out something this strong, because I was at the point with this shit where Disney was putting out so many stinkers where I'm just like, when they finally announced Zootopia, we had the Disney Plus show before we had the sequel, and I remember watching the Disney Plus show and I'm like, y'all, this is what y'all did in like the time that's passed between the first movie and this. And then when they announced Zootopia 2, I'm just like, all right, y'all, yeah, like,
and like, it's amazing how this movie is so much better than the 100-year anniversary movie Wish. Right?
I forgot about that. I still haven't seen that.
Right, don't, man. Like, because that should have been the best thing, theoretically, on paper, that Disney should have done in the last 20 years.
Poor Ariana DeBose.
It's that coming out the box strong curse.
Fuck, Rachel Zegler too. Yeah, I keep forgetting we saw fucking Snow. That was in March, bro. That feels like a lifetime ago. Yo,
I thought that was last year, honestly. That was a full fascist takeover ago.
No, it wasn't. It's the same fucking. It's been less than a year.
Yeah.
I forgot we even saw that motherfucker. Damn, bro. Like, woo wee. Spielberg, listen. This happens to a lot of Spielberg handpicked people, where they get handpicked. You see the talent, and it just never materializes.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's the Spielberg gift and the Spielberg curse.
So, like,
Yo, Snow White. Yeah, y'all want to talk about a bad movie. Y'all fucking mad at Hurry Up Tomorrow. Yeah, talk about bad. Yo, so fucking Snow White.
Those fucking dwarves.
Those fucking dwarves. Has the same problem as Wicked, where the ending is just a stern talking down to. It's so anticlimactic. Right. I'm like, that's how you beat somebody with fucking magic powers?
Like a conversation?
Fuck you, man.
And when people were mad at the fucking the governmental scenes from the prequels of Star Wars, right? Like, even those had more
tension,
excitement.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah. So look, Disney, man. I don't know what y'all doing. Like, I put the trailer. Go on thefilmblurds.com, our website. There's a new trailer talk up about the fucking Moana prequel, and watching that trailer, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, yo, Moana 2 just came out last year. I don't remember a goddamn thing from it. I can't even tell you a song from from Moana 2. There's about like 3-4 songs from the first movie I can tell you, like, oh yeah, that's from Moana.
The only thing I remember about Moana 2 is that it felt like it was setting up Moana 3.
Well, I mean,
because it was a TV show. It was
later. Yeah. So, y'all, and that's probably why I was so nervous for Zootopia 2, because I'm like, yo, is it gonna be some bullshit like Moana 2 or some bullshit? Like, are we gonna? I was like, god damn. And thankfully,
I think this is the best Disney sequel ever. No, wait, Incredibles.
I put Toy Story 3 as probably the best Disney sequel.
You know what? All right, so it's in the pantheon.
Look, the mystery's still intriguing. Like, that's the one thing I like, is like, you can tell they wrote the mystery first, because I'm like, yo, this mystery shouldn't be this deep in a fucking kids movie. And like, again, it's hard for me to say this is better, because again, the first one is Chinatown for kids, literally Chinatown for kids, And this, it's almost the exact same thing. So maybe that's why I'm not. It's still great. Don't get me wrong. I still love this movie. It's just, it's not as good as the first one. And the mystery is almost the same exact thing because they're learning the same thing again, which is tolerance. Because the first movie was about tolerance. This movie's also about tolerance.
Right. 100%. And this is one of those rare movies where as soon as it was over, I wanted to go back in the movie theater and watch it again. Right?
Yo, I want to give a shout out to Dolby Cinema because every press screening offered was in Dolby Cinema. And I just want to say that Atmos was hitting and that HDR and Dolby Vision, like those colors were popping. I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is like the clearest picture I've ever seen in my life.
And I have only gone to the Fashion District AMC maybe once before.
Yeah, that Dolby there is huge. It's fucking
that
huge.
Dolby is Dolby-in.
It's huge.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a big ass fucking screen. I wish this was it's getting an IMAX release. So Wicked only has 2 showtimes a day in Dolby and 2 showtimes a day in IMAX because the rest is all Zootopia. And I'm just like, cool, good, because Zootopia is like, yo, come on, let's be real. I think Zootopia is probably going to eat into a lot of Wicked's business. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
And they're saying Zootopia is going to have the highest global opening of the year because it's already, through pre-sales alone, made $200 million in China.
But yeah, well, you know, because Key, but also this earns it.
Yeah. Look, I'm not mad. Like, I'm never mad at a movie making money. More movies make money, the better it is for everybody. I'm just mean that in general. So, like, when people were messaging me, like, you mad that Wicked made this money? I'm like, no, I would be worried if Wicked didn't make money. That's when I'd be like, yo, like, we're fucked.
Right. I don't want the economics to fail.
Right.
Right. I just want you to realize that you made a subpar product.
Yes. I don't begrudge a bad movie for making money because at the end of the day, that's on you guys. Y'all made that choice, not me. It's like, you know, you're the ones telling the studios, yo, I want more of this dumb shit. And I'm like, all right, well, I gotta go review this fucking dumb shit. Which one do you think's darker, this one or the first one? I think the
first one is darker.
Yeah. Because there's parts of this movie where I'm like, oh, wow, this is dark. But then I was thinking about the first one. I was like, wait, the first one was pretty fucking dark too.
The whole entire snake venom setup thing, I was like, this is a kid's movie.
Yo, at the end, where the reveal happens and everybody was getting it. I was just like, bro, what?
What is this, right?
I was just like, damn, everybody's getting it. Damn.
This is, like, honestly, this is what you would see in a noir. This whole entire movie.
Yo, they pay off the mid-credit scene from the first one and this one.
With the carrot?
Nope. Dash, 100-yard dash.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a joke at the end of the first one.
Right.
And then they pay that joke off. Again, that was just a throwaway joke because, you know, he's a sloth.
But honestly, like, even bringing characters back now in this doesn't seem like they're just doing it to do it.
Yeah, because when the chipmunks showed up again, the Italian chipmunks, I was just like, wait, why are we back here? And then once they were fit into the plot, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and I like how they put it. They're like, since we like one of yous here.
and
Reptile City is my favorite part of the movie, though, because that shit is just crazy.
It's as bub. Like, I love.
It feels like you're in a trailer park, dog. You could smell it.
It's Florida.
You could smell it.
It's a lizard part. It's Florida, but there is a mid-credit scene.
Yes,
right,
and a post credits.
Yeah, and a post credit. And the post credit, it perfectly sets up a mystery for the third one.
Hold on, pause this real quick. Pause this.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I just didn't want that shit spoiled. I just had to ask Jeff because my audience went fucking nuts during the post-credit scene, and I was like, I didn't know if I was missing something or not, but Jeff just said that was setting up the next movie, and I was like, okay, the way Jeff you said it, I was like, all right, that makes sense. I was like, all right, whatever. I'm whatever with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But as long as I wouldn't mind a third one, as long as they take the care and love that they put into this one.
Oh, they're gonna make the third one. Like, yo, this shit is posed to make by Sunday night. They're saying 500 million.
Jesus Christ! But here's again, it deserves it. It deserves it.
All I'm gonna say is, man, like, I'm glad it's not a flop. Like, I'm glad that we waited this long. It's not gonna be a flop, and most importantly, it's fucking good. Like, yo, listen, I am never not mad when a good movie succeeds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we get another Zootopia from it, so be it. I just hope the quality's there. Like, I hope this is like Toy Story, where we're just like, okay, the quality's there. Even Toy Story 4, I'm just like, the quality's still there, just not as good as the other few. But, like, that's why I'm looking at Toy Story 5, like, y'all are out of your minds right now. Especially since the villain's gonna be a fucking iPad played by Greta Lee.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Because you get it now, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, screens are taking over from toys.
Yeah. It's very obvious. It is very obvious.
I don't know if we needed a whole fucking Toy Story movie about that, but you know.
That could have been a throwaway joke.
It could have been a short, because they did a bunch of Toy Story shorts before they did Toy Story 4. Like, those shorts were pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know if this needed a whole fucking movie. Especially on Bonnie, since Bonnie kind of threw away half the toys anyway.
It doesn't. It doesn't need a fifth sequel. But I do need a third sequel for Zootopia.
Hey, Disney.
Threetopia.
Hey, Disney, I want to say fuck you because the first one came out in IMAX 3D, and it was cool. And this one, you cannot see it in IMAX 3D anywhere. Why is
nowhere?
Nowhere. Why is this not available in IMAX 3D? I would like to see this.
Yeah,
in IMAX
3D could be fun in here, yeah.
Like, I don't even understand why this is not getting a Dolby 3D release. Y'all did Dolby 3D for fucking Tron. Y'all can't do Dolby 3D for fucking, for this shit? Like, Avatar has to come out in Dolby 3D because, you know, that movie, Cameron shoots in 3D and he masters it. Apparently, he said, he's like, yeah, the first format I master Avatar in is Dolby.
Yeah, so, but, yeah, this needed better premium options.
Listen, I'm going to see it again in 3D. I told my brother, like, yo, I got in the car last night. I was like, yo, nigga, it's good. I was like, thank God it's good. And we could just see this after we see Wake Up Dead Man, because hopefully by that time, all the kids will be in bed. Like, hopefully we could go to an 8 o'clock screening, and the kids are fucking in bed.
And let me say this. This is a kids movie, right? This is as much for adults will enjoy this just as much as kids, just on a different level. And that is when Disney does that, that's where the magic is. Right?
It is exactly how I feel about this is exactly how I feel about Dogman. Like, yo, it is for all audiences.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yo, the fact that they haven't greenlit Dogman 2 is shameful.
Who did Dogman? That was Universal, right?
Yep. I know, right? No Dogman 2, but hey, man,
you got to get another Jurassic Park in there.
Another
Jurassic World, or whatever you want to fucking call it.
Another How to Train Your Dragon. I was like, damn, we're getting another one of that shit got greenlit before the first one even came out. I'm like, god damn, y'all.
Why?
So I mean, we're getting sequels to all types of shit that I'm like, yo, why are we getting a sequel to this shit?
But,
yeah. Like, yo.
So this is
by the way,
yeah.
A good Disney movie that came from the animation studios is Tangled. The live action remake got canceled for that a month ago. It's back on.
But didn't Tangled only come out like 6 years ago or something like that?
It's almost 20, but I would still.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it came out in like 2010. But
sure.
still, like, well, I mean, like, yo, Moana's more recent than fucking Tangled, and even Moana, I'm just like, y'all, like, the Moana one is so egregious that I can't remember the actress's name, but she's just straight up like, nah, fuck. She's like, no, I'm not doing the same movie again. Like, you guys gotta just find somebody else. She's like, nah. She's like, I will keep doing the voice acting, but I'm not playing the same character again in the same movie. She's like, nah. They tried to do that with Noomi Rapace when they were gonna do when they remade Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. She sat down with Fincher and she's like, you want me to do the same exact thing again? She's like, just cast somebody new. I'm not doing this shit again.
Yeah, I mean, look, there are arguments that could be made for both of those sides, right? I get it as an actor.
The ladies are correct. I'll say that.
Yeah, like I like as an actor. Yeah, I can see. I want to keep moving, challenging myself. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want this to be a job, right?
Yeah.
But also, I can understand it's hard out there. Sometimes you need a job.
Listen, The Rock, he's doing his last 2 cash out movies right now. So that's Moana, and I get why he did Moana because, like, you know, he's Maui and that shit, right? As corny as it is,
Like
and
the character's you.
He's currently shooting the 3rd Jumanji, and that I'm just like, well, yeah, you have to do
right. You gotta finish it out.
And him and everybody else has like, yo, guys, I hope you enjoy it because this is it for us. We don't want to do anymore. Like Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillian, him, they're all just like, yeah, please, guys, this is it. And I get it because it took the second one was literally the first one over again. And then it took so long for them to do this third one. It's like, yeah, why would the fuck would they want to do it again? Wait another fucking 8-10 years. Like, at least for this, I was just
it's animated.
Yeah, it's animated. Now You See Me, when it takes 8-10 years, I'm like, well, it's an original property. They got to come up with the heist and shit. I get it. You want to make sure it's impactful when it comes out. Yeah, Jumanji, y'all could pull that shit out y'all asses, which you clearly did with that second one, and you shouldn't. Yeah, this should be the last one. I don't think Jumanji should have ever been a franchise, first and foremost.
I haven't seen any of these. Is it redo, reboot, remake? Well, I don't even know what they call them.
They call them a reboot, but it's literally a sequel to the first one because while they're in the game, they come across what's his face is Robin Williams' like treehouse that he built when he was trapped in the game.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Alan Partridge built this treehouse. They look at it and they hang out there for a night.
Yeah, I didn't need that. Like, I didn't need, like, good for them for making money, I guess. I don't know. Be original.
That's like Anaconda. Like, yo, like, I'm going to go to the press screening because somebody wants, I'll tell you this right now, Jeff. A critic wants to be a guest on the show for that one. I was like, really, dude? That one? You want to do that one? So now, if we get a screening for it, we got to go up for fucking Jumanji.
We gotta go for Jumanji?
Not Jumanji, Anaconda.
Okay. And, like, look, Anaconda could be fun.
I will say this. I accept, and I'm at a point now where as much as I'm not looking forward to seeing it, I accept it just because it is a break from these heavy dramas, and it's also a break from these fucking 3-hour-plus movies or these 2.5-hour-plus movies.
Yeah. So, like, Anaconda, I kind of hope they do with it what 21 Jump Street did with their property.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll see.
Just fucking show me something new.
So it's 50-50 odds we'll get sent that.
Yeah, well, I'm not gagging at the bit. Right? Like, if we get a screening, that's fine. If we don't get a screening, that is also fine. I'll end up seeing it eventually.
If we don't get a screening, that is going to be next year after the break.
Yeah. That'll be a 2026, John.
Yeah. But yeah, man, yo, listen, go see Zootopia 2, bro. Like, that's playing. If Zootopia 2 is sold out, if it's playing near you, see Hamnet. If it's playing near you, if Zootopia 2 is sold out and it's playing in a theater near you, see Wake Up Dead Man. If you can't get into that because that's so limited and it's starting to sell out already, then go see Now You See Me. Now You See Me's out and Predator's still out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go see movies. Go out, get in the world, right?
Like the only thing I would recommend you probably wait for streaming is you could wait for streaming for Wicked and you could wait for streaming for Running Man, quite frankly.
Yeah, Running Man's not so big and epic that you need to watch it on a big screen. Like I like the movie, but see it how you see it.
Yeah, Now You See Me's fun with an audience. You know what I'm saying? The audience reaction makes that movie fun, in addition to it just being entertaining. Predator also fun to see with an audience. Yeah, y'all got options. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. So like, if you can't get into Zootopia, Zootopia is gonna be around for a minute. So like, even when Avatar is in theaters, Zootopia is still gonna be playing.
Yeah, but get out there in the real world. Stop being a fucking savage.
Oh shit! I just remembered. I hope we do get a screening for this. Same day as Avatar, SpongeBob drops. I hope we get a screening for SpongeBob.
All right. I mean, I'll go see it, but I'm not as well versed in the SpongeBob verse as you are.
Yo, listen. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm more looking forward to SpongeBob than I am Anaconda.
Fair enough.
And I hope that fucking screening, yo, Paramount, don't cheap out, bro. If you gotta skip concessions, so be it. Just give us a 3D screening. Like, I'd rather see it in 3D with no concessions than like 2D with concessions. Like, I'm so used to Universal and Disney being like, here, that I can go one without concessions. You know what I'm saying?
It's fair.
Like, yo, give it. They can't even give us concessions for Avatar. Like, that's the one where I'm like, yeah, give us even A24 gave us concessions for Marty Supreme, dog.
I mean, A24, they like to treat motherfuckers nice.
Yeah, I mean, they're spending a lot on this movie though. Like, the promotion's crazy. Have you seen The Blimp?
I haven't seen The Blimp yet. No. I've heard of The Blimp. I haven't seen The Blimp.
Yeah, nigga, The Blimp is everywhere.
Nah.
Oh, so anyways, that's Zootopia 2. Go see it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's episode 189. We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best.
It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.